Hello, back to one. I'm Steve Beast, and today we're back with more Futamata Ren'ai because yeah, Callum's not feeling good, so yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna just advance the hanging near Miyako-chan bit until music starts playing again. There we go, now I can actually speak without the risk of my headset turning off. No, what's there really to talk about? Nothing really. Oh. I'm messing around with my phone in bed, unable to sleep. At some point in the process, I noticed that I've grown hungry. To make matters worse, this isn't the kind of hunger that can be satiated with a small snack. Tantalizing aroma lures me out from my room.
Ah? なんだ、良い子はさっさと寝とけ。シュッシュ。
これから悪をしようとしてる。
なんだ、捨て猫みたいな目で見やがって。あ？やらねえぞ。
ケチ。
文句あるなら歩いて10分とかいう深夜にフラッと行くには絶妙な距離にある最寄りのコンビニに言うんだな。
ケチ。
この俺が罪悪感に苛まれて腹すかせた小娘に施しを与えるとでも思ったら大間違いだぞ。だからって路線変更して目をキラキラさせても無駄だ。
つべこべ言わず焼き鳥ちょうだい。
これでもう焼き鳥は俺の胃袋の中だ。ざまみろ。
ねえ。生きてて楽しい。
あいにくと楽しいぞ。
そんなんだからナゴミに甘やかされるの。
たった今人間様に甘やかしてもらおうとしてた野良猫に言われても何にも響かん。
Now I should expect to be able to bargain with this drunken loser. Hope he trips over some tomorrow and eats asphalt hard.
なんて感動的な最終回。もう寝ようと思ってたけど、このまま2期も見ちゃおうかな。早く寝ないと寝坊する。みやこだ、一緒にアニメ見る？ポテチもあるよ。焼き鳥を見た後だからポテチじゃ満足できそうにないの。なんだかよくわからないけどお腹が空いてるんだね。でもポテチしかないの。ごめんね。ちなみに何味？焼き鳥風味だって。
Ah, yes, an acceptable compromise.
よりにもよってパチモン味。
No, man. Consider for a moment giving in to temptation and settling for chips.
おいしいよ。
Layla thrusts her hands into the bag and takes out a handful of chips. Now we'll probably have an aneurysm if you saw this. He eats chips with chopsticks. I've actually started doing that as well. Mainly because I mainly eat chips while doing other things, and I don't want to be touching my mouse or anything else I'm doing with fucking messy ass chips fingers.
食べ過ぎじゃない？太らないの？食べた分動けばチャラだからね。
She flexes her arms. While there are no bulging biceps to see, I'm made painfully aware of just how perfectly shaped her body is.
羨ましい。みやこはもうちょっと食べた方がいいよ。食べようとしてるのに誰も私に恵んでくれないのが悪い。そういえばキラメがキッチンの方でコソコソしてたけど、みやこみたいに夜食でも探してるのかな。そうする。
Nagumin's in charge of our fridge, so sadly I doubt I'll find anything ready made. A little while later, I find Kitama squatting down in front of the fridge. For some reason, she's swaying left and right while groaning. In her hand is a pack of takoyaki.
こっそり深夜に冷凍たこ焼き食べちゃおうかどうしようかすっごく迷っている顔だ。 なごみんのご飯が美味しくて今日も食べ過ぎちゃったけど、毎日たこ焼きも食べたい。でもお腹がとっても気になる。欲望と自制心が葛藤してる。
Kidam is not as perfect as Layla, but she still looks great, so I personally don't think it'll kill her to eat
で
that.
も昨日も寝る前に食べて、朝ばったり会ったナオくんにお乗りついてるの笑われたばっかりだし。昨日も食べたんかーい。
And don't forget to brush your teeth before you go to bed. All things considered, that takoyaki is tempting.
キラメ、それ半分こしよう。なんだ、ミヤコか。お化けかと思った。そんな化けて出てきそうな見た目してる？
Me, you do have a very pale white aesthetic.
だってミヤコ白いから。確かに夜ぼーっと海辺に立っていたら、通りがかりの人に悲鳴を上げられたことが何度かあるけど。ところで半分こってこのたこ焼きのこと？そう、私もお腹空いてるから、半分ぐらいなら深夜に食べてもセーフ理論。つまり罪悪感も半分こってことね。ミヤコ天才。
Your exaggerated compliment only makes it seem sarcastic, but now it told me this girl has an airhead, so I'll ignore it.
でも私は夜食を食べること自体に躊躇はしてないの。裏切り者だ。さては半分って言いながら私のたこ焼き全部食べるつもりなのね。半分食べて物足りなかったら奪うかもしれない。ひどい。じゃあもう一個あるからそっちも半分こしよう。半分こにする意味。
As one might have guessed, half wasn't enough to satisfy us, so we opened the second pack and invited Layla to help us finish it.
冷凍たこ焼きとかいう神の発明が悪いの。
ルタちゃん、もっとシャキッとしてくれるかしら。どうして今日に限ってそんなふぬけた顔をしているの？
今日提出のレポートやるの忘れてて、徹夜で仕上げたばっかりだから。
人をレポート代行で稼いでる闇バイト人みたいに言うのはやめなさい。
大学ってその気になれば結構いい商売できる土壌揃ってるよね。だから宗教勧誘とかマルチとかが流行るんだろうけど。
せっかく特別プログラムのゼミに招待されてるのに、またそんなことばかり言って。
だって単位楽にくれるって言うんだもん。
こんなのに首席譲ってしまった私の脳みそが憎らしいわ。
泥水すすりながら勉強しとけよ、優等生。
でも豚ちゃんはその分性格を代償にしているものね。かわいそう。
成果だって似た者同士のくせに。だから仲良くしてやってんだけど。
私がいなかったら友達0人のくせに。
いやーん、せいかちゃん、末永く仲良くしてね。
Seika's pretty short, but she's curvy in all the right places, which makes hugging her like hugging a teddy bear. Which makes hugging her like hugging a teddy bear. I just wish I could lift her up and take her home with me.
人前で抱きつかないでくれるかしら。はしたない。
The way she maintains her composure and acts completely unfazed while a hugger is very characteristic of her.
人前ってまだ誰も来てないでしょ。
At that moment, I realized a quiet girl is awkwardly standing a distance away from us. She's dressed pretty uniquely and would definitely stand out in a crowd, yet in contrast, she seems so timid.
あちらは国際交流科のトイロさん。同学年の留学生よ。
Oh no!
はじめまして。トイロキラメです。そんな教授相手じゃないんだからかしこまらなくても。よろしくね。私、信田ゆあ。気安くゆあっちって呼んでね。ゆあっち？
そんな呼び方誰にもさせたことないでしょう。初対面の子をからかうのはやめなさい。
リーだったらどうしてこういう時に遅刻するの？何？トイロさん、思わず泣かせたくなる可愛い顔しているね。なんだか最近言われたことあるセリフ。
With that, the two girls who were never supposed to meet came face to face.
やー 美女二人に囲まれてのティータイムは最高だね。
ごめんなさいねトイロさん、無理やり付き合わせちゃって。
いえ、とんでもないです。トイロちゃんさ、私ら同学年なんだから敬語なんてなん。ついさっきまでさん付けだったのにちゃんになってる。距離の詰め方えぐー。
Here we have the compact, but nonetheless beautiful and graceful Ibara alongside the equally beautiful Nobita, who portrays all expectations with her frivolous manner of speech, and clearly the odd one out. That's probably why I keep sensing people looking over at us, though the other two paid no mind. They must be used to it.
そういえば結局レイラさんはどうしたのかしら。これから私たち4人グループで課題を進めるんだから言ってほしいんだけど。
多分お寝坊さんです。深夜アニメの見過ぎで。まあどうせ課題は成果が全部まるってやってくれるから気にしなくていいよ。よろしく。
よろしくじゃないのよ、グループ課題だからって甘えないの。
一生のお願いしてもダメ？
何度聞いたことかしらね、ユアの一生のお願い。どうしてもっていう時は手伝ってあげるけど。
この人ダメ人間をさらにダメにする人だ。この私をダメ人間呼ばわりするなんてさすがだねトイロちゃん。でもあんまり調子に乗ってると乳首当てゲームしちゃうぞ。ツンツン。白昼堂々おっさんみたいなこと言ってる。
豚ちゃんはしゃぎすぎよ。
だってちっこい成果は相変わらず可愛いけど、トイロちゃんもそれなりに自信あるような格好してるくせに小心者で可愛いんだもの。テンション上がっちゃうでしょ。なんか今バカにされてなかった？私バカにされてたよね。砕けてきたね。いいよ、その感じすっごくいい。これから私のそばではそのままの君でいて。この人疲れる。
テンション高いように見えて実は一番低いから、まともに付き合うだけ無駄よ。
ほんと成果のそういうとこ好き。愛人にしたい。
だからやめなさいって。
Picked up on some strange vibes, but only for a second. Maybe I imagined it.
トイロちゃん、お昼まだだよね。せっかくだからこのまま一緒にどう？
別に無理して付き合わなくてもいいわよ。豚ちゃんの相手なら私一人でも平気だから。
イバラさんはいい人そうだし、イワちゃんも楽しそうな人だから仲良くなりたい。私も豚ちゃんって呼んだら怒られるかな。
You got this, Kirima. It's your big chance to make friends. Go for gold. One big leap for Kirima kind. Oh, hold on. There we go. Almost did it the wrong way around again.
あんた、一体何してるのよ。
That's just you, really. Don't start me like that. I'm busy right now, so whatever you need, save it for later.
茂みに隠れてるようで完全に上半身飛び出てるあんたが不審者すぎてヤバかったな。
I don't know, Rui. Talking to creeps and bushes pretty weird to me. Also, I thought you said we weren't supposed to talk to each other on campus.
あんたからはそうだけど、私から話しかける分にはいいのよ。
This relationship seems pretty one-sided.
っていうか、本当に何して。はあ？やばいじゃないの。
Ruri yelps as she notices who I'm spying on. You're telling me my little Kiram is actually socializing? I think I'm tearing up.
そうじゃなくて、あれユアじゃないの？あんた、二股相手が禁断の開口を果たしちゃってる現場に出くわして、なんでそんなのんきでいられるの？
Look, Ruri, I get it, but I'm just so happy that Kiram is making friends.
二股クズ野郎風情が後方腕組み彼氏面してんじゃないわよ。キモすぎ。
Hey, I may be a two-timing fuck, but I'm still Kiram's boyfriend. You get why I want to watch over her while she's putting herself out there, don't ya?
その正面でニタニタしてるのも彼女じゃないの。ユア、友達というか、完全に新しいおもちゃを見つけた時の顔してるし、大事な彼女が悪い彼女にもてあそばれる様を見たいっていうの？
You know, I know I wanted to grow up and be the dad who tells his daughter not to hang out with certain other kids. Besides, I don't see any harm letting them be friends.
もう腕組み彼氏通り越してパパじゃないの。 これが新しいパパ活ってやつ？どうでもいいけど、あんたもっと危機感というものを持ちなさいよね。
As right as you are, Rui, they met by pure chance, and now there's nothing I can do. Diddly squat. It's gonna be on my control. Panicking won't help, so I've decided the most constructive thing to do is watch over Kitame as she fumbles her way through this.
この調子だと修羅場が訪れる日もそう遠くはなさそうね。
Actually, you're a loner too. Why don't you try being friends with Kitame?
私みたいなの向こうが嫌がりそうだけど。
Would she? I think you're actually pretty nice, Rui. You're going out of your way to help me. After all, I could see you being perfect match for a dummy like her.
あんたの心配なんてこれっぽっちもしてないし、あの子も友達というより妹扱いしちゃいそうで嫌。ぜひしたかんだ。ぜひ？髪型も可愛いなんて反則！ギュッ！
だから豚ちゃん、過度なスキンシップやめなさいってば。
女の子同士なんだから別にいいでしょ。ゆあちゃん、暑苦しい。そんなこと言ってると滴った汗と一緒に首筋舐めるぞ。そして言うことがおっさんくさい。おかしいな。美女二人でくんずほぐれつする姿は美しいものであるはずなのに。
そう思うのならもっと普段から美女らしく振る舞うことね。トイロさん、このままだとお昼終わっちゃうから早く頼みましょう。今日は豚ちゃんのおごりよ。
ゆあちゃんいいの？イバラさん、たこ焼きってある？
たこ焼きはどうかしらね。食堂の方ならあると思うけど。
私のお金で女の子が肥える。いい響きだ。
She's a fucking freak.
肥えるほど食べません。今日はもう時間ないし、私がここのおすすめを紹介してあげよう。一番安いのは、ゆあちゃん思ったよりもケチンボだ。
失礼。ちょっとお花を摘みに。私の分も頼んでおいて。
Seika just walks over to Rui and the main character like, what the fuck are you doing? Ah!
うわ、何いきなり泣き出してるのよ。気色悪い。
Because Kira's making friends all on her own. You always tell me I thought she wanted more friends though. Tears burst from my eyes as if I'm a proud dad watching his daughter grow. I've just been having these moments a lot.
泣いてること自体よりもその泣き方がキモいわね。誰かの真似？
My daughter.
まさかの子持ち宣言なんてクズ度合いがとどまるところを知らないわね。
No, that was a joke. You obviously knew that, Rui.
あんたのそのルイルイ呼びもさすがにもう冗談と捉えられなくなってきたんだけど。
I mean, yeah, it'd be pretty odd if I acted like we were besties and called you Richan.
どうしてちゃん付けされなくちゃいけないのよ。私にはちゃんとみこしばっていう名字が。
みこしばさん。
That name sounds odd and familiar, I think to myself, before my attention is diverted by the calm yet imposing voice next to us.
あら、イバラさんじゃないの。今日もユアの小判ザメお疲れ様。
あなたこそ茂みからこそこそとずいぶん暇みたいね。みこしばじゃなくておしげさんにでも改名したらいいんじゃないかしら。
何それ、うまいことでも言ったつもり？笑わせないでちょうだい。あんたも普段からイバラさんらしくもっとトゲトゲしときなさいよ。
Sorry, what's going on here? White sparks suddenly start flying the moment you light eyes upon each other. The girl now arguing with Rui is Ibaraseka. I always see her by Nobuta's side acting with grace and composure. For some reason, Rui is acting openly hostile to
古
her.
賀くんもユアストーカーの仲間入り？毎日の挨拶をやめたからようやく実りもしない恋の呪縛から解放されたと思っていたのに本当に残念。
Seriously, why does everyone make fun of my confessions? Also, you're not quite what I pictured, Ibara.
私のユアに害をなす存在に対していささか当たりが強くなってしまうのは致し方ないことだと思わない？
私のっていつからユアはあんたのものになったのよ。
だって私ユアの唯一の親友だもの。それぐらいは言ってもいいと思わない？ねえ、もっと親友。
そんな安い煽り聞かないわよ。それにただの性悪と化した今のユアがいいだなんて、あんたも相当変人だって分かってるの？
誰も愛さない。自分も愛さない。 そんなユアがたまらなく好き。
She states that firmly without a hint of shame.
ユアが愛せない分、私が愛してあげるの。それって素敵な関係だと思わない？
何度聞いてもキモいわね。ただの自己満足オナニー女じゃないの。
なんと言われようとユアの一番は私なんだから、痛くも痒くもないわね。ニコシバさんもユアとちょっとはお話できたのかしら？今や自分から話しかけることもできないみたいだけど。
Some tells that she's gonna be coming at us with a knife the moment she finds out that he's cheating on Yua. And that he's even dating her in the first place. Why are you snarling like she just bested you? Don't give up, Ruirui. I get verbally smacked around all the time, so I know you can do this, Ruirui. Just believe in yourself.
他力本願寺やめなさい。そんなんで本当にユアのこと落とせると思ってるの？
はあ、なるほど。ストーカー女と諦めの悪い男が一致団結してユアのこと攻略しようとしているのね。なんて涙ぐましい努力なのかしら。
そんなんじゃないわよ。勝手に勘違いしないでもらえる？
How could you betray me, Ruirui?
あんた、その呼び方人前でしたら二度と喋れないように下の根引っこ抜いてプランターに植えるわよ。
Well, if you do that, I make sure to raise it with love and care. Give it water and fertilizer and talk to it every day.
仲間割れしてる時点で勝ち目はなさそうだけど。これ以上私のユアに近づこうとするのなら、それ相応の覚悟をすることね。
Are you gonna tie me up and whip me?
それただのご褒美じゃないの。バカなの？
Wait, are you into that, Ruirui?
いちいち身内コントで私の話を遮らないでくれるかしら。この場で大声出してユアのこと呼ぶわよ。
やれるもんならやってみなさいよ。ユアと話せる口実ができて、むしろラッキーだわ。
Hold on, let's not do that maybe for my sake.
ほら、やっぱり何かやましいことがある関係なのね、あなたたち。日陰者同士お似合いじゃないかしら。そのまま一生私とユアの前に出てこないでほしいものね。
Oh, come on, don't snarl at each other, girls. You'd make great friends with how foul-mouthed you both are.
なんであんただけ傍観者視点なのよ。元はといえば誰のせいで今こんなことになってると思ってるの？
どちらを優先的に排除するかと言われたらもちろんあなたよ、古賀くん。それは忘れないでほしいわね。
Why are y'all ganging up on to bully me? Are they really not so good friends? They do say only the best of friends are able to argue with each other.
私は今のユアを肯定するわ。だからいつまでも前のユアに肯定する解雇中のあなたが邪魔なの、ニコシバさん。
誰が解雇中よ。あんただってユアのことブタちゃんとかいう変なあだ名で呼んでオリジナリティ出してんじゃないわよ。
オンリーワンな関係である私たちが妬ましくて仕方ないのね。
別に妬ましくなんて。
違うって言うなら今のユアとも仲良くしてみせることね。ああ、それと古賀くん、次ユアに挨拶したら下引っこ抜くから。
You're totally ganging up on me. That was exactly what Ruirui said. Ibara ignores my complaints and marches back over to Nobita and Kirame.
たく、ユアもどうしてあんなのと仲良くしてるのよ。
Man, they're both pretty evil. You know, it's depressing knowing the true colors of sun and moon of the sun and moon of our school.
でもよかったじゃないの。いい感じに話題そらせて。あの様子じゃ、あんたがもうユアと一応恋人だってことも、あのたこ焼き娘と二股クズ野郎してることだって。
True. The Jew timing is one thing, but she really would tie me up and lock me in some moldy basement when she found out I was already dating you. Psychotic lesbians are scary, man. Okay, hold on. Like this needs a screenshot going right to fucking. Hold on, over here. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that one later. So, I take it you know her, and do you always fight when you see each other?
向こうがしつこいのよ。遠巻きにユアのこと見てるだけだったのに、目ざとく見つけてきて。ほんと気持ち悪い。
To be honest, I'd say the way you constantly stalk Nobuta is more creepy. I mean, what? Nothing. I said nothing. So I'm alive for 2 days, senpai. Figured we were chummy enough to joke around by this point, only Ruido shot me a look of pure rage, so I quickly backed down. I'm a wimp by now. Just realized you legitimately only found out I'm dating Nobuta because you stalk her on the daily, Ruido.
あのユアから声かけて、あんな意味ありげに目配せして何もないわけないじゃないの。あの時私も見てたんだから。
You could have come up and said hello, you know. I never realized you were in that class.
今後見かけても声かけないで。これ以上、ユアの周りの人間に変な勘繰りされたくないわ。それじゃ。
You're so mean, Ruido. That's what I like about you. She didn't even say see you later. She must really loathe talking to me. Maybe she just has an unsociable personality. That would explain why she couldn't bring herself to talk to Nobuta. I'm sure there's more to the story there. By the way, she sure doesn't pull her punches when she's dealing with me.
そうだ。言い忘れてた。
You wanna be friends? I know how hard it is being all alone, Ruido.
そんなにしばかれたいの？違うわよ。今度、あんたの寮にお邪魔するけど、あんたに用はないし、キモいから絶対に話しかけてこないで。っていうか、どこだってあんたからは話しかけないで。
Why do you have to be so cold?
二股するクズ野郎と進んで話したがる女の方が少ないわよ。
I get that, okay. Oh, she's already gone. Cruel but completely valid criticisms hit me right where it hurts. I'm trying my best to be good to Kirame. She's so nice. Speaking of her, how's it going with Nobuta?
トイロちゃん、これも美味しいから、ほら、口開けて。ダメもっと大きく、いやらしく、くぱっと開けて。はい、よくできました。やっぱり可愛い、部屋に飾りたい。なんだか、すっごくよこしまな気配を感じる。
She's being fed. Well, as long as they're getting along, I guess the details don't matter too much. Now it's all up to Kirame.
遅かったじゃん、セイカ。トイレ混んでた？
そんなところね。私の分頼んでおいてくれたかしら。
勢い余ってトイロちゃんに全部餌付けしちゃった。私の分分けてあげるね。今、餌付けって言わなかった？
Ibra ignores Kirame and sits down by Nobuta. She promptly shuffles herself, chair and all, as close as possible. This lesbian means business. Mind you, that's not the worst of it. She then takes hold of Nobu's hand and intertwines her fingers in the most lewd of fashions.
どうしたの、セイカ？私の手で手汗拭こうとしてる？やだー。
Now there would actually be a certain comedy to me just deciding, fuck it. Ibra round first. Like, yes. I've personally decided that this lesbian has annoyed me. It's time for conversion therapy.
ちょっと手先が冷えてしまったから、豚ちゃんから体温奪おうと思って。
If I weren't privy to what's going on, it would just seem like two good friends having fun together. However, as if to drive the point home, Sega turns towards me.
にやり。
She's asserting her dominance. It's kind of mature, which makes it simultaneously kind of cute. Maybe she's just that age where she wants to show off. It's a little disheartening to know she thinks I'd get jealous over a tiny little thing like that, though. I really want to make me jealous, go and make her cry, but... I doubt you heard what I said, but seeing me stick my tongue out at her causes the vein on her forehead to bulge all the same. Yeah, I feel much better now. It's almost time for third period, so I better get a move on. Never actually ate anything for lunch, unfortunately.
ねえ、ナオ、お金貸して。
Did you know that money is what tears relationships apart? I'm hard at work doing my personal tutoring session when Miyako comes up to me and says that. Okay, I have some questions. First, why don't you have any money?
夏服買いすぎた。
Oh, right, someone's gonna be here soon, and you gotta be prepared in advance. Secondly, what are you gonna use said money for?
友達と遊びに行くのに
Summer break's coming up, so yeah, you wanna hang out with those friends before they go home. Makes sense. When you're Old hanging out with your friends costs money. Totally understandable.
それで貸してくれるの？
No. Yeah, no.
なんだこいつ。
It's my line. Have some self-restraint. Just because we're sophomores now doesn't mean you can go wild.
ナオと違って友達多いから仕方ない。
Now piss off. If you want to hang out with someone, then I'm more than happy to go splash around at the beach with you. That's priceless.
ナオとチャプチャプ海で遊ぶくらいなら家で寝てた方がマシ。
Aren't you forgetting that time we got soaked and had Nagumin scold us?
先生、少しぐらいいいじゃん。友達いないならバイト代の使い道もないでしょ。
そうだそうだ。
Quiet, you. Love you know a single man has many things to spend money on.
何それ。一人遊びにお金がかかるってなんだかやらしい。
やらしい。
Don't parrot her. Besides, it's not like I'm loaded. If I was, I wouldn't be here wasting my precious time tutoring this mouthy little slut. What are you putting your damn shirt up already? I swear to God.
だって開けといた方が注意散漫になってルナも適当に勉強できるからウィンウィンでしょ。
Seeing your bra doesn't do shit for me at this point, kid. You're gonna have to try harder if you want to turn on a man my age.
じゃあ次はパンツ見えるぐらいスカート折っておこっと。
お金貸してくれないと今の会話を全部塾長に報告する。
I can't lend you what I don't have. I'm dead broke. Blew a lot of money on my two-timing double date the other day. It was basically a day-long date in which I got charged twice for going to the aquarium. Imagine I'll be cripplingly broke for the foreseeable future too, given I'm dating two girls at the same time. At least I'll be sure not to schedule dates on the same day in the future.
ナオが五章を大事にしてる豚のブーちゃん貯金箱をついに割る時が来た。
You're not breaking into Mr. Piggy. Anyways, why don't you just go and ask one of your many friends to lend you money?
友達とお金の貸し借りはするべきじゃないと思って。
Then how come you want to borrow it from me, huh? What do you consider me?
なんだろうね。
Oh, come on! That wasn't the kind of answer I wanted.
なんだかアダルトな気配を感じてやってきました。
I sensed heavy relationship foreshadowing. I am here. You're too young for this shit. Go back over there with Miyako and study, okay?
大変ですルナちゃん。私のことを持ち帰りしたいぐらいには大好きなはずの古賀さんがお説教してきました。
言わんとすることはわかるけどさ、先生の立場ってもんも少しは考えて発言しよう。お持ち帰りしても怒られないのはせいぜいルナぐらいになってからだよ。
I think that's still just as bad. She is proactively joining our conversation again. She's so precious I can hardly believe she's real. Wish I could be her older sister instead of Nobita.
みやこ先生、課題終わったよ。ごめん、のぶたさん。なおがお金出し渋るから戻るの遅れ。
Excuse you, I did nothing wrong, so don't act like this is my fault.
やっぱりアダルトなお話だったのですね。視野、興味津々です。簡単に言うと、愛よりも大切なものがあるって話。え？そんなものないですよ。愛があればすべて解決です。
You hear that, Miko? I'm in the right ear.
お金も愛も何もないくせに。
Wow, you just murdered me. If only there was someone who truly loved me.
まずはちゃんと愛されるような人間になることから始めようね。
Hey, I might be a dumbass, but I'm still a lovable person, right, Shia?
愛の形は人それぞれなので、ダメでも別にいいと思います。
ちょっと先生、シアのこと困らせてどうするの？
Because she's just too adorable when she's flustered, I'm in love. I wish your sister was even half as good as you are.
ゆあちゃんにだって可愛いとこぐらいありますから。この前、お泊まりした時に見てしまったのですが、センスのないぬいぐるみを睨みつけて、ブツブツ一人で文句垂れてました。
It's so adorable how you think that's cute, Shia. What that tells me is that Nobita isn't so heartless that she'd throw away my hastily purchased birthday present. I'll pretend I didn't hear the rest, though.
この子、名前どうしよう。ごま太郎。
It's the weekend. For once, I'm awake before noon. With nothing to do in my room, I decided to chill on the sofa instead. At least that was the plan. Oh, this is awkward.
ねえ、なおくん。思っていても、口に出さない方がいいこともあるでしょ。
So what, you'd rather just sit here in total silence? At least try to do something about it. Show me some gratitude.
じゃあ黙ってどっか行けばいいじゃないの。
But then you'd think I was trying to avoid you. All I wanted was to spend some time with you.
やっぱり空気読めてない。
Well, you're the one who sat on the sofa next to me. Although she was sitting as far away from me as humanly possible.
だからっていきなりミヤコみたいにできるわけないじゃないの。
Still can't work out the relationship. They seem close, but only to a certain degree. Though having lived with them for some time now, I can say that they don't seem to be just friends.
近いって。
Well, I didn't expect to hear that from the girl I'm trying to reach the loving consensual sex ending with. Thought that was what you wanted.
違います。ナオくん、たまにうぬぼれ屋さんになるよね。
Come on, just let me out of this. Everyone's always so mean to me.
嬉しくなんてない。嬉しくなんてないもん。
It's not like I wanted him to get close to me. However, if we were a taboo couple, there would have been the option to do so. Getting a little more used to being around him, but the touch of a man's shoulders is still too extreme for me. But I thought the same would go for him.
だったら、私とミヤコの違いって一体なんだろう。
Stop brooding. That look doesn't suit you. If you're having friend woes, though, I'm happy to lend an ear.
ナオくん、実は私、お友達が2人もできたのです。褒めてください。
Ah, good for you.
あれ、全然驚いてくれない。もっとびっくりして欲しかったのに。
Tell Julie you'll have no trouble making friends without cute you are. That's why I'm not surprised.
ありがとう。ってやめてよ。すぐそういう空気にしないで。
Man, my girlfriend is so demanding. Whenever Kitama gets flustered, her twin tail starts shaking. I find it highly amusing. So, where is everyone anyway? We're all gone by the time I woke up.
ナゴミンとヨウ先輩はゼミで、レイラはなんか用があるとかなんとかで、ミヤコは知らない。
So they left you behind, eh?
ナオくんだって暇人のくす。
Try to relax. That's what the weekend's for.
昨日眠いからって1限と2限サボってたのに。
Hey, I can still pass the classes. Oh, though now that you mention it, I'm feeling pretty sleepy. Maybe I'll borrow your lap again.
どうしてもって言うならしてあげるけど。
For real? Great, strip for me now, will you?
脱ぐ必要はないでしょ。
Can't sleep if I don't see your titties.
おっぱい見てる時点で眠る気ないじゃないの。
I really enjoy talking with you.
私はあんまり楽しくない。ナオくんにいじられてるだけだし。
Oops, looks like I might have upset her. Seems like if I want to get a good night's sleep, I'm going to need a plan. First to chill her up, so you know, get her drunk. Then I'll bring her back home so you can strip down to her underwear, and then we rest on her lap. I know, it's nice out, so why don't we go somewhere?
それってナオくんからのデートのお誘いってことでいい？
Free to interpret is that.
ねえ、あなたやる気あるの？わざわざ二人きりで出かけるんだから少しでも恋人らしいことしようとしなさいよ。
Just because we're a couple doesn't mean every time we go out is a date. That would get tiring real fast. Anyway, if we're going out, let's get going.
ちょっと待ってよ。まだ準備とかいろいろしてないんだから。
Nah, you're good. We're not going anywhere special. You're more than pretty enough as you are right now.
そういう問題じゃないの。すぐ支度するからナオくんはおとなしく待ってて。
Kitama rushes back into her room. Not easy being a girl. Come to think of it, since I'm going to be out in public with her, I should at least fix my bed here.
お出かけって言うからどこ行くのかと思ったら、この間みんなで来たばっかりじゃないの。
Did you think I was going to take you out to lunch at some fancy cafe? Sorry, but I've got stuff to take care of today, so we'll have to save that for another time.
連れて行ってくれるつもりはあるんだ。
Well, I'm sure you'd probably prefer takoyaki from a food truck.
庶民派だと思われてる？
I don't think that in the slightest. In fact, appearance-wise, she's pretty damn attractive. Wouldn't feel right taking her to a food truck. She may not have the kind of pressure that Nobita and Layla do, but we're getting quite a few looks as we walk through town. For the proof of how cute she is.
で、その用事って何？
Need to rent a Blu-ray for this anime someone recommended to me.
ものすっごくしょうもない用事。そんなものに彼女を付き合わせてるの？
I clearly told you this wasn't a date. If you wanna go home, you can.
いい。ただのお出かけでも、こうやってナオくんと二人きりでお話できるし。
Stop trying to act all cool. You're gonna make me feel guilty.
だって悪いのはナオくんでしょ。
I'll give you some takoyaki when we get home. Is that good?
やだ。許してあげないもん。
Alright. I'll have to think of something else before we get back.
扱いも雑。最後まで付き合わせる気満々じゃないの。
Well, yeah, I enjoy spending time with you.
じゃあ私も楽しませようとしてよ。
You look like you're having fun to me.
ほんと、ああ言えばこういう。
I win. Kidam is so adorable when she's pouting like that. I don't think anyone could match her. Hi, you
これ、レイラが見てた黒いやつじゃないの？
Kidam shoots me an exasperated look when I find the Blu-ray I was looking for in the video rental shop. The reason I've come looking for this anime in particular is because Riri threatened me to, suggested I watch it. I don't see the harm in finding things to talk about with her. I'm sorry she'd helped me out a few times already. Oh, one. What, did you forget that we agreed to watch together? Came all this way for that, and this is what I get?
ねえ、確かナオくんが見たいのはアニメじゃなくてビビって泣く私じゃなかった？
Well, it won't be scary if I'm there with you, will it?
ナオくん、それは自信過剰すぎる。怖いものは怖いし、ナオくんが一緒にいるぐらいで解決できることの方が少ない。
Sure, you probably want a small group when watching this stuff. One person should do it.
人数の問題じゃないんだけど。しかも3人もいたら、ナオくんだけ働かないでダラダラしてそう。
Well, you know me well, Kidman. That's my girlfriend.
報酬の面前で意味もなく頭を撫でようとしないで。
Sorry, who was it again that said we need to get closer in order to get to the point where we can have loving consensual sex?
だからそんなこと一言も言ってないもん。
Wanna keep going?
今度からおしゃべりなナオくんとお出かけするときはガムテープ持ってこよう。
Choosing a forceful option is the correct choice, Mikirame. Nobody's about the only person who can get me to shut up otherwise. For the record, I did consider the risk of running into Nobita today. That's why I brought Kirame here. Can't imagine Nobita being anywhere near this part of town, and I certainly hope I'm not jinxing myself.
今更だけどこの時代にレンタルしに来るなんて。レイラは全部ストリーミング配信で見てるのに。
This game is convenient, sure, but it doesn't give you an excuse to leave the house. Also, it's fun to discover films and shows you've never even heard of before, and that's just something about picking up an actual box.
ナオくんおじいちゃんみたいなこと言ってる。
Oh, look, that Blood and Guts movie I wanted to show you.
せめて私が見たそうなの探してよ。見せたがりなの？
We should recommend each other stuff, so we have common things to discuss.
そういうのは無理に合わせない方が案外うまくいったりするもんだってナゴミンが語ってたわ。
Doesn't knock till you tried it, in my opinion.
ナオくんのエッチ。
I think you're the real perv for taking things in that direction, which reminds me, we're adults now. We can walk around to the R18 section and it'll kick us out.
どうしてしれっと私まで一緒に連れて行こうとしてるの？恥ずかしいから嫌なんだけど。
What's there to be embarrassed about? You have plenty of stuff they have plenty of stuff for girls these days. Besides, I'll be there with you.
余計に恥ずかしいわ。な、
Why are you acting like some teenage girl who doesn't want to be seen in public with her dad?
ごめん。私パパっ子だったからそれは全然恥ずかしくなかったけど。
Oh, really? Learn a new thing about you every day. What you tell me more?
もっと首相な態度を心がけてくれたらたくさん教えてあげられるかもね。
Oops, that backfired. Well, I guess I better start showing my wonderful girlfriend a good time.
そう言いながらもどうしてホラー映画ばっかり借りようとしてるの？それ、ナオくん一人で見てよ。
Now, that's good. Fine, I'll watch them with the rest of the dorm. We'll have ourselves a party.
仲間外れにされるより怖いの見たくない。
Oh, really? Damn, now I really want to see how scared you get watching one.
ナオくんのこと嫌いになってもいいのなら一緒に見てあげる。
Okay, sorry, don't sulk. I always watch these films with Miyako.
ミ 都とよく見るんだ。
She loves horror, but she always gets so scared it's hilarious.
なんか都のことになると楽しそうに語っちゃって自覚ないのかな。
Does it really feel so natural for him that he does it subconsciously? Part of the reason I started dating him was because I was curious about his relationship with Miyako, but so far I made no discoveries on that front.
あんな風に誰かに自分のこと話してくれたら嬉しいだろうな。
Layla has, but I feel like that's different. You there, Kitabe? Is it that time already?
なんでもないから。
Now calls out to me, having rented his movie, so I bottle up my unease and follow after him. Pretty hungry, so how about we grab a lunch at a fancy cafe?
本当にデートらしいことしてくれるの？
Kitabe, who do you think I am?
私のこと好き放題いじって悦に浸る意地悪さ。
Wow, you don't think very highly of your boyfriend. Not that I can argue back, that's exactly how I've been treating her. Usually I'd be too afraid to go into one of these cafes alone, but I should be fine with you. I'm invincible right now.
確かに二人ならそういうとこ入りやすいっていうのはわかるかも。私も一人だと心細くて無理だから。
Doubt he'd even have the courage to order. So just be sitting there squirming.
それぐらい呼べるもん。ナオくんバカにしないでよね。
Oh, I'll have to keep that in mind.
あれもしかしてナオくんよからぬことを企んでる？
I've realized, but it's too late for her to do anything about it. Welcome home, Master!
何ここ？
Can't you tell? It's a fancy cafe. Look at that decor, and tell me this is an ordinary cafe, I tell you.
おしゃれって店員さんがみんなおしゃれというか変な格好してるけど、しかもさっきご主人様って私知ってる。これがジャパニーズメイド喫茶ってやつでしょ？
It's more or less correct, but technically it is a cosplay cafe. They have more than just maids. I've brought Kirame to a fancy cafe, i.e. a cosplay cafe, commonly found in the nerd part of town where we are.
ナオ君に期待した私がバカだった。
Why? You said you wouldn't be able to come to a place like this alone, so it's perfect.
二人だって恥ずかしいわよ。
Come on, let's just enjoy it. I've never been in before myself.
確かに私が恥ずかしいことしてるわけじゃないから冷静になったら平気かも。恥ずかしい彼氏に付き合わされてるだけだし。
I was hoping to see her more flustered, but she surprised me by quickly coming to terms with the situation. Alright, then if you settle down, let's get it.
いらっしゃいにゃー。何名様で？
Hi! What the fuck are you doing? Just immediate, what the fuck? Oh no, Morgan has discovered the yandere horse. Takes me a couple of seconds to process what I'm looking at. He was crouched down low, so I didn't immediately recognize her, but there's no mistaking that face.
ミヤコ？違う。ミヤコだ。かわいい。どうしてキラメまでいるの？
You've answered my question, dumbass. Since when did you become an actual cat?
すべてはナオがお金を貸してくれなかったことに起因する。こうしてバイトを増やすしかなかった。
She contended me in her characteristic deadpan manner, and decided to work here? You really have no self-respect.
似合ってるでしょ？
Usually I'm just imagining those cat ears, but today they're real. She's dressed in a shrine maiden outfit, looking at me with her hands curled up like paws. Even I have to admit, you do look good.
でしょ？
Miyako smiled smugly. Not smuggled, smiley. Miyako smiled smugly before I could answer, but all I can do is agree.
写真撮ってもいいですか？キラメ、どうして敬語なの？
Crazily enough, Kitam is more excited than I am.
キラメとナオだ。
What the fuck? Girl, she's not even wearing a fucking leotard under that. What the fuck? Holy fuck, this is so hot! Miyoko's outfit was a shock, but it is absolutely jaw-dropping. Hey, not my fault. If anything, I'm the one who's embarrassed. You should apologize for looking so sexy. Lila's obviously peeved from her comment, but I'm the one who's really in trouble here. How am I supposed to look? You can't blame me for this one. Dressed, or rather exposed in that bunny girl outfit, her curves are on full display. Sexy is the only word that comes to mind to describe her. Kidam is going around calling everything cute. Can't believe you call that just cute. Why is everyone here? Oh yeah, where the fuck are we? Smash Ultimate? Is the fuckboy gonna be in the corner all dressed up as well? What the hell? Does everyone I know work here? Admittedly, if anyone would work here, it would be her. They're not even cosplaying, it's just standard yell. Okay, but don't actually understand what you're trying to say. I don't know what you wanted me to say, but there's no Furudo, so I'm afraid I don't have any special impressions of her. Anyway, how did it come to this? I guess I was so focused on avoiding Nobita that I failed to consider the possibility of us running into other people we know. However, I think we can still talk our way out of this, even if they do start to question why Kidam and I are together. I'll be fine as long as she doesn't say anything stupid, which is worrying since she did exactly that at the aquarium the other day. I don't have to tell you to watch what you say, do I? Okay, so you're gonna make the mistake in a different way, gotcha. Oh, that was a clever move from her. She really has learned a lesson. So this is what you were talking about at the dorm the other day. You're actually really enjoying this, aren't you? Okay, the closed eyes make it better. She's certainly in a good mood. I don't know who this girl is, but Layla did mention she had a guest coming over. Alright, now that the beer's finished. Don't worry, this one's probably gonna be drunk over the course of the next, like, fucking, like, what, 5 hours? Maybe even 6. Like, by the time I'm halfway done with this, I probably already completely got fucking processed the beer. Kidam seems upset for some reason and immediately runs off in a huff.
それぐらいこの一本は完成されていると言っても過言じゃないの。だから以下文字数。
I understand. Let's go, let's do it, Lotaku. I have several anime fans among my friends, but none near as hardcore as this girl.
なあも一緒にどう？
Oh, no, I'm good. No, who came to grab a drink passes us by, while for some reason flashing that sickening grin of his. It's weird, he usually takes any chance he can to butt into a conversation without caring about how anyone else may feel.
何度見ても泣ける。これぞ神アニメ。ティッシュがいくらあっても足りないわ。もう一回見てもいい？ルイルイが隕石プレスされるし、スローでもう一回見てもいい？いいわよ。私もう何十回も見てるけどまだ足りないもの。二人ほどの感動はなかったけど、結構面白かった。
The plot was wild and all over the place, but managed to tie it all together in a fun and interesting way.
そうだ、もう一度鑑賞する前にあんたバイト紹介してって話は？あ、忘れてた。本当に紹介してもらっていいの？レイラ、探してるって言ってたね。うん、ママとパパには結構無理なお願いして留学してるから、お小遣いは自分で稼がないといけないの。こっちでの生活も落ち着いてきたし、そろそろ決めようかなって。あんたにぴったりのバイトがあるの。任せなさい。うちのバイト先、人手足りないって店長が嘆いてて。
I refuse to give me money. I like to save up a bit for summer break, so getting a job might not be a bad idea.
そっか。それならみやこも一緒にどう？るいちゃん、いい？え、私は別にいいけど、なんというか、あんたみたいなのには合わない気もするけど。ちなみに時給はおいくら万円？そうね、普通よりはちょっと高いわよ。シフトも結構融通きくし。だからこそ日によって人手不足になりがちなんだけど。レイラも一緒だし、やってみよう。
Get paid well for tutoring, but shifts are few and far between. If I want some money to splurge over the summer, I'm gonna have to look elsewhere.
まあ、経緯はそんなところね。
どうして私は誘ってくれなかったの？
だってキラメはすねてどっか行っちゃったじゃん。それに接客とか苦手でしょ？
苦手なことでも挑戦しないといけないところだと思ってるのに。
Really fills me in as she and Layla lead us to our seats. Alright, I might as well enjoy myself here. Hey, Kitame, they've got takoyaki, Russian roulette style.
それ、絶対辛いの混ざってるやつでしょ？ねえ、レイラ、普通のはないの？
ないよ
ー。嘘つき、レイラ嘘が下手。
普通のはないわよ。メニュー覚えてないだけでしょ。
What would you recommend, Rirui?
そうね。このラブリー注入特製オムライスが一押し。オプションはもちろんチェキ付きで。
The photo costs 5,000 yen. Is that even worth it?
樋口1枚で私との貴重なツーショットが永久保存できるって考えたら安いものじゃない？
I'd rather get one with Kitoman cosplay. You could just imagine how embarrassed you'd get in some sexy outfit. How that would be worth saving forever.
それもうチェキである必要ないし、心の欲望がダダ漏れてるわよ。キラメ、もっと笑って、もっとにっくり。
What the hell? She just got a photo for free. That's no fair. Give me a photo with you, Rirui. Fui, Rirui.
女の子はタダだから。そんなあんたに耳寄り情報よ。今なら初回来店割でなんと2000円で取れちゃうの。
That's still expensive as hell. Given that there's a cosplay cafe, I'd expect the seats to be filled with sweaty nerds, but there are actually a lot of normal-looking girls and even couples like us.
みんな可愛い子見るのは好きなんだよ。私も大好き。でもほんと、私の見る目に間違いはなかったわね。完璧すぎるわ。
Behave. Behave, Irui. You're the one who put her in the Playboy Bunny outfit?
勘違いしないで。レイラが自分で着たいって言ったのよ。しかもこの衣装は誰も似合わないから飾ってただけなのに。
Fair enough, she doesn't strike me as the kind of girl who's bothered by skimpy outfits. Though on that note, I would expect you to wear some more attention-grabbing, Riri.
仕事は仕事で割り切ってるの、私。別に似合ってないことないでしょ。
Yeah, would you mind telling me you're gonna inject me, check the dose of love into my heart?
キモ。
Hey, that's mean. I was complimenting you.
なお、今のはサービスなんだよ。ルイの罵倒は有料オプションでここの人気サービスなんだって。
What kind of establishment is this?
それじゃあお客様、オーダーはお決まりですか？
Hold on, I'm still thinking about my order. Layla strikes a charming pose, causing her boobs to jiggle. Ah, damn, the word sexy doesn't even begin to describe it.
ナオくん、目線。
You could pull that off if you wanted to, Kirame.
だからって私のおっぱいじっくり見ていいとも言ってないんだけど。もう、おっぱいはメニューにないんだよ。我慢してね。
Could go for thighs, are they on the menu?
あるわけないでしょ。レイラも変なこと言わないの。ちょっとあんたたち、ここそういういかがわしい店じゃないんだからやめてよね。
Most of the girls here are just dressed in pretty outfits. Layla's the only one in some that crosses into risque territory.
いらっしゃいにゃー。
Nah, you gotta put more energy into it!
にゃー。
Just speaking like a cat won't cut it. That's not you. Also, do you call this work? I haven't seen you do anything the whole time I've been here.
私は招き猫でいいって店長に言われた。
Wish I could make money doing that.
なおが招き猫したらお客さん逃げていっちゃう。
Nah, I could use makeup to hide the bags under my eyes.
クマ以前の問題、全体的に終わってる。
Oh, hush, you were basically born for this role. Not only does she have half natural cat-like tendencies, but her skin is almost translucently pale, which makes her a great shrine maiden. I almost feel like I should toss a couple of coins your way for good luck. If you just meow with a bit more charm, you'd be perfect.
ほらほらほらほら。
No one told you to start acting like an actual cat.
この客うるさいにゃん。
You're acting way too cute to be the Miyako I know. Did you hit your head or something?
もう殺してほしいにゃ。
You're getting all depressing.
ひっそりと孤独に死にたいにゃん。
Wow, you're taking this way too far.
なおのバカ、あっち行けにゃん。
What's her deal? Why'd she randomly get all embarrassed? Why'd she stop meowing? Is she a true professional or is she just that taken by her role?
ゆー。
Don't you start. I return to my seat just as Layla comes back with our order, grinning from ear to ear at
やっ
me.
ぱりミヤコとはそういうのじゃないの？
If anything, I'd say Kirame and I look more like that than Miyako and I.
なおくん、突然何を言い出すの？確かにキラメともそういう雰囲気を感じるけど、まだなんか違うんだよね。
You hear that?
どうしてそれを私に言うのよ。なおくんの努力が足りないと思うの。
I'm not surprised that she doesn't see us that way, admittedly. Kind of stumbled our way into this relationship.
なおくん？
Nothing. Make sure to eat your takoyaki before it gets cold.
特別に一つだけあげるから、外れ当ててね。絶対当ててね。
You're not even splitting them with me? You really are a glutton for takoyaki. Well, since I know you'll complain of a pick, you can pick for me and feed it to me.
なんか注文が多い。どうしてあんしてあげないといけないのよ。
Maybe it'll help us get some more. Maybe it'll help us seem more genuine. Besides, if I have to eat the spiked one, then I want to get something out of it. If you're really against it, I could get Layla to do it, though.
レイラにさせるぐらいなら私がやるもん。
I would really love to know why she's so strongly against this.
その代わり、辛いの当たっても吐き出しちゃダメだからね。
I won't. I can handle spice. Kirame shoves the ball of takoyaki into my mouth before I can even go, It's normal.
それじゃあ、この残った中にハズレが。
She starts groaning, apparently unwilling to offer me any more takoyaki. How much does she love this stuff? The best part is I'm currently chowing down on the spiked one. Oh, my mouth is on fire right now, but see, Kirame all flustered is my whole reason for living, so I can deal with a little suffering. I'll taste a little more before I spill the
な
beans.
おがキラメに意地悪してる。でも、キラメ可愛いから黙っておこう。
This girl gets it. I noticed that Layla's also watching Kirame intently, but fortunately she feels the same way I do. I could really use a drink after that. Is my food almost done yet?
お待たせしました。当店人気メニュー、ルイのケチャップサービスだぞ。
I don't remember ordering this. I was slightly too fast with one of the presses again. There you go. Ah, we got the character already.
全部サービス料に含まれていますので、ご安心ください。
Rudy gives me a smile that creeps me the fuck out as she plays the omelet rice in front of me. I can tell that she's just using her waitress face, or secretly... I can't tell if she's just using her waitress face or secretly plotting when best to unleash her rage upon me, but either way, it's
お
terrifying.
名前は何ですか？
No.
クズさんですね。素敵な名前。
Those aren't even remotely similar. Rudy's voice is high-pitched and much sweeter than usual. I know it's your job and all, but don't you get tired of putting on that act?
もう何言ってるの？これはチェキ付きメニュー限定なんだぞ。
Wait, I never agreed to this. I'm being swindled. I knew Rui wouldn't be nice. Wouldn't be nice to me willingly.
クズ。
Squeeze the ketchup violently as she draws the word at a heart in the omelet. I've never been mocked in such an elaborate manner before.
クズでしかも童貞さんなんですか？
Nope, I have to break it to you.
はあ？何それ聞いてないんだけど。
Hey, why the hostility? I'm not a bad boy. Hop, hop. Raise my hands above my head and wiggle them, mimicking Layla's bunny ears to prove I'm not scary.
ウサギさんってね、性欲めっちゃ強いんだって。だからそれは逆効果だと思うよ。
Well, I'll throw that right back at you, you stupid sexy bunny girl.
ちょっと強めだけど、ウサギさんほどじゃないよ。
Well, that's a random ass fucking confession to suddenly throw out there.
じゃなくて、ナオくんレイラに何言わせてるの？新しくセクハラ親父という称号が増えたわね。さすが、とどまるところを知らないクズ野郎だわ。
It's not my fault. Layla rocked right into it. And I said you could go back to being ice cold. Do you expect to find a service you have to offer?
悪いけど、さっきまでのは童貞専用サービスなの。道理でこの私の神がかったコスプレサービスで勃起しないわけだわ。
What's that got to do with being a virgin?
鼻の下デロデロ伸ばすぐらいはするでしょ。
I'm not into haughty girls. I prefer girls who get flustered easily, like Kirame. Kirame already stuffing her face with Kirame? What? Kirame already stuffing her face with takoyaki immediately starts to fluster.
例のあの人が好きな時点で全く説得力がないんだけど。
ねえ豚ちゃん、もう少しおしとやかなくしゃみの仕方があるでしょ。どうして無駄にくしゃみの仕方がバラエティに富んでるの？
なんかさ、小鳥がさえずったみたいなくしゃみの仕方する子いるじゃない？あれ嫌いなんだよね。
それって私のこと？
成果はいいの。むしろそれでいいまである。夢を壊しちゃいけない。
くちゃちょっと豚ちゃんのくしゃみが映ったじゃないの。
くしゃみって映るものだっけ？
There's an exception to everything. You could be one yourself, by the way, if you just make an effort to act a bit cuter.
別にあんたに好かれようとは少しも思ってないから、今のままで正解ってわけね。
Oh, it would be absolutely the funniest. Like, go first, go Ibara, then immediately Rui. Eventually, the thorny exterior of yours is gonna break.
誰がツンデレよ。私をそんな雑なテンプレにはめ込もうとしないで。
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? She's 100% looks the part of a tsundere, but the only problem is I don't get any of the sweet part. I've been racking my brains trying to figure out how to humiliate her, but she's an iron fortress. Nothing I try has any effect. You know, really, that's a pretty short skirt you're wearing. You want to flash penis to anyone walking behind you?
今度は父親面し始めたわね。
I'm just pointing out the obvious. Don't you agree, Layla?
バッチリ見えてるよ。ねえ、だからってわざわざお尻の方に回り込んで見ないでくれる？あんたに見えなければそれでいいのよ。
Oh, so you'll flash anyone? That's not fair. Flash me too, damn it.
お逆
What the fuck on? I need to check something.
実行する？うん、バッチリ見えてるよ。お客さま。
The ketchup is still the same volume.
店内ではお静かにどうぞ。
Quit squirting all that ketchup on my food. It's gonna taste like shit now.
私の愛のこもった手作りオムライス、残さずちゃんと食べてね。
Rudy has bested me once more. Wait, so she actually made this? Do they have any cooks here? Barely make out the food with all the red sauce covering it. But take a bite, and much to my surprise, it's actually good, although it's intensely ketchupy. But she bakes during her days off, as she uses the cakes to get men to fall in love with her, and the damn dirty.
なお、塩分過多で死んじゃわないようにね。あれ、全部普通のたこ焼きだ。もしかして騙された？でも美味しかったからいいや。
We're eating this whole time? I've been ignoring her for several minutes, but she seems happy enough. Can't think of it, I never did get that photo with Rui. Nice, I finally have something to use against her.
なんでナオくんまでルイさんと仲良くなってるの？ずるい。
You had your chance to talk to her, but you spent it drooling over takoyaki instead. Don't blame me.
元はといえば、ナオくんが意地悪したせいなのに。
You're so cute when you're pouting.
ナオくん何でもかんでも可愛いって言うじゃないの。そんな安い女じゃないんだからね。
Watching Rui. This is how you hide your affection.
ツンデレでもないもん。ナオくんのバカ。もうデートしてあげない。
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll buy some ice cream on the way home to make up for it.
たこ焼きでもいい？
I wish you loved me as much as you love takoyaki.
ナオとキラメってば、やっぱりそういう感じだよね。
Sneak up behind Now and Kidam and watch them leave. I had my hunches, but I'm surprised they've already gotten to the point where they go out together.
やっとキラメにも春が来たか。もうすぐ夏だけど。
Can't believe she'd abandon me, her best friend, and go get herself a boyfriend. I'm surprised, all in all, knowing her personality. And I do feel a bit left out.
これは何としても応援してあげないとね。
Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass.
ちょっとあんた、その格好で外出ないの？ねえルイ、今度コスプレイベントあったら私もルイルイやりたい。出るのはいいけどキャラかぶりやめなさいよ。いやでもダブルイルイも捨てがたいわね。
Can't get enough of this stuff. After my bath, I grab a soda water from the fridge and immediately chug it. Take a glug. She was quiet tonight. Guess Nogami must not be back yet. Usually find at least one person lounging around here, but right now it's dead silent. Well, thought by me. Just the time with the air conditioner has a nice sound to it. Makes me feel mature, like a really adult taking a break. No, you should really consider getting your name legally changed to Miyako. Maybe learn to read the room while you're at it. Glasses, suddenly.
意味わかんない。
Meow for me like you did back at the cafe. I haven't seen her since, but she's the exact same whimsical cat as when I left her. Why are you acting all shy now?
にゃんのこと。
Don't make me smack you.
そう言われてナオにしばかれたこと一度もない。所詮は口だけの男。
Just spit it out, otherwise I'm gonna be thinking about it for so much I won't be able to sleep. You want these bags under my eyes to get even bigger?
それでも内緒。
Tell me I'm gonna spend the rest of my life acting like a cat around you. Meow, 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 meow. My threat must have worked. I noticed a blush forming on her face.
可愛いなんて、ナオから初めて言われた。
No way, I said it at least once before.
絶対ない。
I can be so sure.
私がナオにかっこいいなんて一度も言ったことないでしょ。
Sure. Wait, what does that have to do with anything? I don't exactly watch what I say, and I'm far more of a chatterbox than Miyako. I only met Kitame recently, and I've already called her cute a billion times. So while I have no recollection of it, I must not have ever called Miyako cute before. Why are you getting all embarrassed over that
ナ
now?
オ、かっこいい。
My
こ
apologies.
れは照れというより不快感に近い感情だと私は思ってる。
I have to agree, never call me that again.
分かったのならそれでいい。
be honest, I really don't. You don't really give off cutesy vibes anyway. Miyako? She's an actual cat, I swear. The new job must have worn her out. Not that it gives her an excuse to cuddle up to me and start sleeping peacefully against my shoulder. Hi, Kirame.
ナオくんがミヤコとイチャついてる。
When did you get here?
ついさっき。レイラのいびきがうるさくて。
I don't think Miyako knows at all.
普通この年でいびきなんて書かないでしょ。
Bet you're talking in your sleep, though.
ナオくんだって。
I definitely do not talk in my sleep. Yeah, you need to sleep in order to sleep talk. Seems skeptical. But again, I have no way of knowing what I do in my sleep. Maybe I actually do. Give me a sec. I'm gonna put Miyako to bed.
別に私はナオくんとお話ししたかったわけじゃ。お姫様抱っこ？
Duh, how else am I gonna carry someone when they're asleep?
もしかして、ヨタ私もお姫様抱っこされて。
Nah, you were all over the place, so I slung you on my back.
もっと大事に扱ってよ。
You're heavy, Miyako isn't.
おっぱいの分だもん。
That's the excuse you're going with?
ねえ、ナオくん。結局、ミヤコとはどういう関係なの？
Good question. I wish someone would explain it to me.
またそうやってぼかす。絶対何かあったんでしょ？
Oh, you're digging today. Well, yeah, we do. Things happen, and now we're like this. Just like how things happen between you and me.
ナオくんにとって、ミヤコとのことはそんなに話したくないこと？
If it was a laugh out loud story, I'd be joking about it every day.
なんだか、大人ぶってるだけな気がする。
Maybe. I don't know if it's me and I want to talk about it. Then I just don't want you to know about it. Perfect as you are, all smiley and bashful.
ほわほわしてるんじゃなくて、させられてるの。
Part of me wishes I did have someone to talk to about how I feel, but there's absolutely no reason that Kirame needs to be that person.
そこまで言うのなら、もう聞かないわ。
Thanks. You're a real nice girl.
でも、いつか話してほしいと思ってる。
I'll take back what I said.
私とラブラブセックスするんでしょ？それぐらい乗り越えてもらわないと。
Keep on acting cute, and I might just try my luck here and now. You know how hard it is to hold back? If anything, you should be praising me for how well I've done, especially with Layla around. God, that girl's just too provocative.
それは、単にナオくんがヘタレなだけじゃないの？
That, and if I actually did, Nagwin would kick me out of here in an instant. Speaking of which, where is she? She's usually back way earlier than this.
ようちゃんのバカ！
Oh, a second later, I hear Nagwin's voice from outside. I've never heard her this angry.
何？今の声、ナゴミンの？
I think so. I'm gonna go take a look.
バカはお前だろ、ナゴミ。いい加減にしろ。なあ、俺たち今年でいくつになると思ってんだ。
知らないわからずや。ようちゃんは自分のことだけ考えてればいいの。
お前がいつまでもそんなんだからこうして俺は。
どうせ強がってるだけだもん。だから私はようちゃんの言うことなんて聞かない。黙って昔みたいに私の後ついてくればいいの。
なあおい、お前どこ行く？
As I arrive, Nagwin throws her bag at Yo's face before sprinting off somewhere full tilt. It was too late.
ここで逃げるやつがあるかよ。
Yo sighs, his ass firmly planted on the beach. Damn, that girl's fast.
ガキの頃はもっと早かったぞ。それよりも俺の心配したらどうだ後輩。
I'm currently debating whether I should ignore you entirely or and chase after Nagwin.
もうお互いガキじゃねえんだから平気だろ。
でも子供みたいな喧嘩の仕方してたよね。
ああ、くそ。やっちまった。
Yo buries his head in his hands as his voice trails off. Suppose I should ask what happened there?
やめろ、聞くな、殴るぞ。
ちょっと過激なナオくんみたいなこと言ってる。
Shut up, I'm not like Mr. Grumpy over here.
人が弱ってるからって好き勝手言ってもいいわけじゃねえんだぞ、お前ら。
Nagwin and you have been bickering here and there, but I think that's the first time I've seen them have a full-on argument. Fine, I won't ask. I'll just assume it's your fault.
同じ野郎なんだからお前ぐらいは俺の味方しろよ。
Yeah, but you have a track record.
俺は悪くねえ。というか、今回に限っては俺が折れるわけにはいかねえんだよ。
You can talk to me if you want. That's what you want, right? Right?
どうせ野獣馬したいだけだろ。
Nah, I can pretty much guess already why you were fighting.
後輩にこんな情けないとこ見られたくなかったのにな。なごみなやつ、あんな大声出しやがって。
Well, why don't we go back inside so you can cool off?
それもそうだな。くそ。ああ、眠れる気がしねえ。
男同士の会話って感じで全然話に入っていけない。
Kid was standing there real awkwardly, so we should probably finish up our day here. Really are a piece of shit for not chasing after a Nagumin, though.
大事な場面で逃げる女が悪いんだよ。いい年こいて太鼓の定番ヒロインみたいなことしてんじゃねえよったく。
Yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. You really get the urge to just slap a bitch when she runs away from you in the middle of a conversation.
この男たち本当にろくでもない。
It's rare to see Kidama so exasperated. You're sure one of us shouldn't go after Nagumin?
どうせ逃げたふりして近くにいんだよ。俺たちがいつまでもここにいたらあいつも出てこれないだろう。
Man, you really understand her. You can tell you've known each other since childhood.
なお、お前それ分かってて言ってんな。
I want to let us clue what you mean.
あ、本当にいた。キラメちゃん。
Didn't think I'd be of much help to the guys. I looked around for a bit and soon found Nagumin curled up and hiding. She looks upset right now. It's written all over her face.
はいカバ。ナゴミンが人に物投げつけるなんて喧嘩の原因は何？だってようちゃんが就職先決まったって。え？それはおめでたいことじゃないの？決まるまで私に一言も相談してくれなかった。黙って全部一人でやった。あ、これ私には手に負えないやつだ。
Oh! Oh, we have a control freak here. Let's move away from this. Now, when Yo went away from for their male bonding experience, I figured I could use the opportunity to get closer to Nagumin. Instead, I've ended up poking the hornet's nest.
キラメちゃん、まだ眠くない？あれ、全然眠くはなかったけど、なんだか急に眠くなってきたかも。
Not liking where this seemed to be heading, I tried to excuse myself, but Nagumin suddenly glumps onto me.
ちょっと話聞くだけでいいから相手してくれる？ね？
I could tell something was off, but that's when I noticed Nagumin reeks of booze.
なんか助けて！今夜は返さないんだからね。お家すぐそこなのに？お酒は？
You know, I don't think I've ever gotten into a huge argument with anyone. Yo's gone back to his room for the night to calm down. I'm back in my room too, but as per usual I can't sleep, so I'm simply laying face up on my bed. I don't think I got any friends who text me this late at night. Holy shit, it's from Nobita. We did swap numbers during our date, but we haven't spoken once since then. Now at long last her name raises my message list. I don't even use emojis like that anymore. What is this though? Is she mad? Well, I know. Wait, fuck. You can see I read this. What hell do I do now? Honestly, I don't think there's anything I can say to improve our mood, but I also know that I have to be serious about this. What's the plan? Alright. What's the word? It literally doesn't fucking matter. Right, I forgot about that one. Send a random emoji back. Seriously, who uses emojis like this now? It's 2020. Match is immediately marked as red, though she doesn't send a reply back. Yoko accidentally enters cat speak mode when she's not fully awake, apparently. Ain't that fancy. Ugh. Usually have difficulty both falling asleep and waking up. What with what little sleep I do get being hard to describe as good. But today's different. I've woken up to some weight pressing down on my chest. My stomach isn't a blank. Oh my god, you reek! That drunk Kirame has someone mistake me for her own bed. Thought you promised you'd never touch alcohol again. What the hell are your clothes? You're gonna catch a cold like that.
そうやって優しく言おうとしても無駄なんだからね。
Great, she's slurring her words too. I know she wandered off somewhere last night when you and I went back to the dorm, but what happened to her? How'd you end up in this state? See, you don't need my help getting naked. Well, then help you to strip yourself, further proving my innocence.
いやらしい目で見ないへ。変態。
You're far too drunk for me to even think about it, though admittedly it's still pretty sexy.
ナオくん。
Is it me or did you just sober up in an instant?
あぎそう。
Ah, you're gonna puke and do it in the toilet, not your boyfriend's bed. She may be half naked, but that's not a priority right now. I hurriedly slump her over my shoulder and leave the room. I'm impressed with how quick I am to deal with this girl on the verge of puking. Makes me feel more like a husband than her boyfriend.
もう無理そう。
Come on, we're almost there. Make it to the toilet, not even rock me back for you. Tears stream down her face from how sick she feels. It's just not fair how she can look so cute at a time like this. Getting a good look at her wonderful sobbing face with doorbell rings to interrupt me. I don't exactly have time to answer the door though, so I ignore it, only to be met by a barrage of ding-dongs as the person hammers the buzzer. Can you shut up, I'm busy here! Usually Nogman would be the one to answer the door, but I presume she's still off sulking somewhere. She's letting the person stop. I hear clunk as the weighty front door swings open.
あのさ、私もよそ様のお家に迷惑かけたくないんだから、いるならちゃんと一回で出てくれない？
Oh, this is highly awkward right now. She stripped herself. Okay? She stripped herself. There was no outside involvement. There's all her, well, like the outside involvement was fucking Nogman drinking her on the table. But no. With the current situation. That's no excuse to just let yourself in to have any shred of common sense.
今日に限っては常識ないのそっちだと思うけど、下着姿の女の子を合わせて堂々と朝チュンなんてひどい。
Jesus fucking Christ. What? Only when she points it out do I realize that I'm in deep shit. Yeah, I may have woken up to this, but sure, those are obviously crocodile tears from Nobita, but that doesn't change the fact of the matter. I need to come up with an excuse for myself and fast. I think I've jumped to conclusions, so I need to explain. Not only did I not get this girl drunk, I've done absolutely nothing to be ashamed of.
そんな言葉信じられると思うの？
Why do you have to act like the world's most emotionally unstable and possessive girlfriend now?
私の演技はともかく、この状況で信じてくれっていう方が無理あるんじゃないのかな。
Stop jumping from one extreme to the next. Now's not the time, seriously.
ナオくん、今までありがとう。
Don't give up on life yet. Just hang in there a little longer.
まあ、私が浮気されたぐらいで悲しむような性格じゃないのは知ってると思うけど、それと許す許さないは別問題なんだよね。
Look, I'm more than happy to discuss this at length with you after I take care of this girl. Do you want her puking her guts all over you too?
あ、逃げるんだ。すべてにおいて私を優先しないといけないはずの古賀くんが他の酔っ払い女を優先して逃げるんだ。
Yes, she 100% takes priority right now. Pick up Kirame and rush her to the bathroom, leaving Nobita behind. Future me can deal with the future problems. Good luck, future me. You'll certainly need it. Ah, we were so close! Why'd you have to throw up on me?
悪いと思ってるなら正座じゃなくて土下座したら？
Okay, admittedly, I do bear some responsibility for acting in a manner that provides confusion, but I'm sure you can understand given what you've seen. In fact, I know you're just bullying me right now, you witch. You should put your head on the floor.
なんか古賀くんから酸っぱい匂いが。近寄らないで、もらいゲロしそう。
I know that no argument I conjure will be good enough for her, so I opt to turn the tables on her by getting indignant instead. Why does nothing ever good happen to me?
二股疑惑のある彼氏に悲劇のヒロイン面されても困るんだけど。
What even are you supposed to do in a situation like this?
どうにもならないと思う。まあ、私みたいに理解があって物事を冷静に俯瞰できるパーフェクト彼女であれば
I woke up, got puked on, and now even though my girlfriend knows what really happened, she's tormenting me over it. I think the boyfriend deserves an ounce of sympathy here.
浮気許すか許さないかってさ、発覚した後の対応じゃなくてする前の感情が肝だと思うの。結局どうしようもなく好きだったりすっごく依存してたら許しちゃうみたいだし。
Damn it, she's not listening to a word I'm saying.
聞いてるけどつまらないことしか言わないからそろそろ帰ろうかなって思って。
Leave then. This man needs a shower. Okay, but why'd you come here to begin with?
あ、それに関しては私ちゃんとおこなんだよ。
Use the weirdest words, I swear. Wait, some got you even more annoyed than the alleged cheating? She's in a huff, which would imply she's not just teasing me, but actually upset.
はい、私が怒ってる理由を古賀くんが当てるまで今日は帰りません。
Yes, you literally just said you were about to leave. But you were literally just about... you literally just said you were about to leave. Unfortunately, I don't understand why she's angry. Whatever it is, I drove her to come all the way here, so I doubt it's related to my two timing.
っていうかいいとこ住んでるね、古賀くんのくせに。私の部屋の倍ぐらい広いじゃん。なんだかムカつくから同棲でも始めちゃう？
Don't stare so much. Gosh, this is embarrassing.
それ面白いと思ってやってる。
Why are you such a buzzkill? I haven't laughed at a single one of my jokes, ever.
彼女を泣かせるどころか笑わせることすらできないなんてほんとしょうもない男だよね。
You always complain you're still going out with me. Playing hard to get, huh?
だけど答えられなかったらそれも今日で終わりかも。
I'm trying to think, I promise. Just give me a bit of time.
いいけどその間ちゃんと正座続けてね。前にも言ったけど私の時間ってすっごく貴重なんだから。
Clearly not that valuable, considering you came here for no fucking reason and then proceeded to tell him that you will not leave until he finds out why you're a bit upset, see? Seriously though, I don't have the foggiest idea. I can't think of a single thing I've done that would make her mad. As my legs are starting to go numb, Kirama timidly speaks up from outside the door.
出たわね、この泥棒猫が。どの面下げて私の前に出てきたの？あ、あれ？よく見たらトイラちゃんじゃん。全然気づかなかった。髪結んでないと印象変わるね。ゆあちゃん。そうそう、ゆあちゃんだよ。この間友達になったばかりだけどちゃんと覚えててくれたんだ。
Kira must have taken a bath or something to wake herself up after hurling, because Nobuta's overly friendly greeting has her flustered like normal. Damn it, why does Nobita act like that? Why doesn't Nobita act like that with me? I'm supposed to be a boyfriend.
なおくん、さっきはごめん。またやっちゃった。
I'd love to tell you not to worry about it, but I feel like you might need a stern talking to prevent further incidents.
でも、私は悪くないの。本当なの。なんだか古賀くんみたいなこと言ってるね。ん？ちょっと待って。またって何？一度や二度の関係じゃないってこと？
There was no chance nobody would miss Kirama's slip of the tongue there. This is the first time that I, the two-timing prick, have been together with both of my girlfriends at the same time.
なるほどね。君たちの言い分は理解したよ。
Knowing that giving him too much information would make Nobita suspicious of my relationship with Kirame. Give her a frank rundown of the morning's events.
どうして私までなおくんの隣で正座させられないといけないの？
Maybe because it's your fault for puking everywhere. I didn't do anything wrong.
たとえそうだとしても、女の子にだけ責任を追っかぶせるのは良くないぞ。
Why'd you have to go and mention a stern... Why did I have to go and mention a stern talking to? Nobita's getting into her element here. It's not that she's truly... it's not that she truly suspects me of two-timing. She's just enjoying having the opportunity to tease the two of us.
っていうかこの量、あまりにも不健全すぎない？男女一つ屋根の下なんて何も起こらないわけがないよね。
My room was separated from the others, yet Kirame still managed to find it like some drunken guided missile.
酔っ払ってもなおくんが助けてくれると本能的に思ってるの。
Why do you sound so proud of that? You think I enjoy being your designated puking spot?
本当はゲロだけじゃないの。
Kirame whispers huffily, just quiet enough so Nobita can't hear. Unfortunately, Nobita is too sharp to let this slip. Her eyes narrow.
ところでなおくんはゆあちゃんとどういう関係なの？
Kirame saves the day by going on the offensive before Nobita can pry
た
further.
だの知り合い。 それにしては仲良さそうな感じに見えるんだけど。
Go away. When she's making me kneel before her as she slanders me.
どうしよう、ナオくん。思い出したら足ピリピリしてきた。私としては奥手なトイロちゃんが男の子を名前呼びだなんて、そっちの方が気になっちゃうな。
Hey, reminder, she's foreign. Most likely from a country where the whole, like, oh, the first name is something special isn't really a thing. When are you going to say you're my first name, by the way?
呼び方一つとっても人と被るのって嫌なんだよね。常にオンリーワンでいたいの。
Well, so she says, though we both know that is one of her methods for keeping me leash. She'll make me work for it. Though I do also refer to her by her last name, so I guess we're even.
それに今日は私トイロちゃんに会いに来たんだよ。
Wait, you didn't come here for me? I was overjoyed at the thought that she'd spontaneously decide to come and visit me. Now it feels like she just dumped a bucket of cold ice cold water over my head.
古賀くんさ、バカじゃないんだから素のリアクションしないの。
Honestly, I think she's too flustered at the fact that her friend came to see her to care. Her joy is palpable. I wonder if she ever had a friend visit her on the weekend before. She's showing her more emotion than when I tease her.
こうも純粋に喜ばれると、刺し物私もおっぱいが痛む。
Just say your chest aches like a normal person. From the wicked grin on Nobuta's face, I'd say that she sees Kirame more as a toy than a friend.
夏休み前にグループ課題進めておこうと思ってね。実は成果も読んでおいたから、そのうち来るんじゃない？
What?
そうなんだ。私に会いに来てくれたわけじゃないんだ。なんだか風船みたいな子だよね。
The wicked witch is still grinning. I don't know why she's saying that, considering she's the one spinning Kiname's motions around. You know, you went through a lot of effort just to create an excuse to be here. Unless you coming to see me was also a lie. She then flatters me with a suggestive, all-knowing smile. There I was, enjoying watching Kiname freak out myself, but little did I know nobody had me in the palm of her hand all along.
なんでナオくんまで気持ち悪い慌て方してるの？
I'm imitating you.
そんな甲高い耳障りな声してないもん。やっぱり仲良しすぎる気がするな。
I'm like this with everyone.
私にはビビってあんましふざけないくせに？それって不公平だよね。特別扱いといえば聞こえはいいけど。
If you weren't such a nag, I'd gladly be more casual with you.
ナオくんとイワちゃんもただの知り合いにしては通じ合ってるというか、怪しい気がする。
What the hell? Why is everyone suspicious of me today? It's probably not a good sign that even Kirame is now. But seriously, what did I do to deserve this? I was trying to be a good guy and take care of my drunk girlfriend only for her to puke all over me.
ナオ、お腹減った。
Are you kidding me? You're interjected into our conversation for just that?
逃げ道が欲しいかと思って。
You're not supposed to say that.
海野さん、久しぶり。のぶたさん、チス。もしかしてイワちゃん、ミヤコとも仲良しなの？ずるい。
I don't know why you came to that conclusion just from them saying hi to each other. Kiname always gets extremely jealous when she sees two other people being cordial. She's made friends of her own by now, so I don't know why she's still so hung up on that. Actually, I'm pretty hungry too. I haven't eaten anything since I woke up. Probably go for some of Nagomin's cooking right about now.
そのナゴミがいないからお腹空いて困ってる。
Wait, she's still off sulking somewhere.
そう、ナゴミが悪いの。私にお酒飲ませながらしばらくプチ家出するとか言ってたの。
I was wondering why you wandered off last night. Nagami dragged you into her mess. I feel for her having to deal with Kiname's drunk ass. Know too well how bad that can be. I guess they're not gonna wake up and realize how silly their argument was.
なになに、面白い話。ちょいと私にも聞かせておくんなまし。
Great, we piqued the Gossip Queen's interest. Having said that, I'm delighted to have an opportunity to change the conversation that has presented itself.
そんなことよりもお腹が減った。
Why did you become such a glutton? Just make something yourself or go buy something.
やだ、めんどくさい。
Knowing you, a spoiled little brat, you never cook anything that takes more than 5 minutes in the microwave.
コスパがいいと言って。
Whatever.
I guess it's time to demonstrate my cooking chops.
絶対にやめて。何？古賀くん、飯まず系男子なの？
I cook perfectly well, thank you. Miyako just doesn't like that I try and get her to eat vegetables. Don't tell me you're the looks homey, but can only produce poisonous meals cliché now.
もちろんできるけど、料理とは趣味であり、自分で作るのはとっても時間効率的なコスパが悪いと思っています。
You too and your time efficiency. So about you, kid, I get the feeling you can't cook to save your life.
私料理できなそうな顔してるの？人並みにはできるもん。全くできないのはレイラだから。
Huh.
全く信じてなさそうな顔。
Nah, just figured the punchline was that you can't cook, but only takoyaki or something.
え？たこ焼きってお家で作れるの？
You never tried?
たこ焼きプレートとかなかったんじゃない？
Oh, right, you lived overseas, I forgot. Layla still gets tripped up by the occasional culture shock, but Kidama acts as if she's right at home.
せっかくだし、タコパしよっか。古賀くん抜きで。
Why am I not invited? Are you harassing me?
だってたまたま居合わせただけの知り合い男子を混ぜる義理なくない？女子会なんだぞ。
Oh, dearie me, I'd better go fetch my finest gown.
意地でも勝るつもりだ。タコパ。
You made a mention of a takoyaki party has Kidama's eyes sparkling.
だけど天気もいいし道具も見かけたからお外でバーベキューもありかな。それなら古賀くんを炭管理役としてこき使えるし。
Barbecue, not a bad idea.
どっちにする？材料は成果に買ってきてもらうから早く決めてね。
Why, it wasn't my decision. I thought it was being included. Personally, I opt for the barbecue, but given how excited Kidama is, takoyaki is probably the better choice.
なお、
Then Miyako starts tugging my shirt from behind. What?
私はお肉がいい。
Okay, and?
ヒラメのわがままは聞いて、私のは聞いてくれないの？
Well, you heard the good Kidama.
それでも私はタコパがいいもん。
Yeah, you're dead set on that. I mean, I get it. Only does she love her takoyaki. This is her first time experiencing takoyaki party with friends.
さあ、古賀くんはどっちの女に味方するのか見ものだね。
She totally forced the decision on me, knowing it'd come to this. Now the girls canning. Can we do both?
どっちもは無理です。成果は華奢なので、あまりたくさん買い出し頼むのはさすがの私でも気が引けるので。
Yet you're more than happy to carry some of it. Guess I'm not gonna have it both ways this
タ
time.
コパ、お肉。
God, you two are so annoying. Can you learn some compromise?
古賀くんがスパッと決めれば済む話なのに、優柔不断は良くないの。
Layla, oh Layla, darling, which would you prefer, takoyaki party or the barbecue? Deciding the best way to forward was a democratic vote. I ran out to get Layla, but she didn't respond, so I knocked on her door, assuming she was asleep.
今、お取り込み中です。
What could be more important than me?
私の中のナオの優先度ってそこまで高くないよ。
Why'd you have to get real with me? I just wanted to say the line. So what's up? You changing?
着替えの最中なら顔ぐらい出してあげるかな。
Damn, really? Guess I know what to do next time I need you for something.
ナオくんがレイラにセクハラしてる。
Kidame got herself dressed while I was in the middle of said sexual harassment is now glaring at me.
ほんと不健全な量だよね。大学にチクって摘発してもらおうか。
Are jokes illegal nowadays or what? By all rights, they should be tripping over each other to join my harem, not taking every opportunity to bully me.
ねえ、入るよ。レイラにはタコパに賛成票入れてもらわないとだから。ダメだってば。今、とっても取り込んでるの。いろんな意味で。
Oh, she's petting the cat. But I watch on as Kidam and Layla speak through the door. A pair of senses are tingling.
そんなにたこ焼きプレートでくり抜かれた目玉焼かれたい？
That's gruesome. You're jealous of some.
なわけ。近しい人間が他人に迷惑かけることほど恥ずかしいことってないんだよね。
So you finally admit you feel close to me. I'm so touched.
それなら早く今日の私がおこな理由を言い当てることだね。うやむやにしようったってそうはいかないぞ。
I was in fact hoping right at that moment that I could manage to work my way out of it. I'm sensing that nothing good has come from dating this girl. In fact, I'm starting to wonder why I'm even dating her in the first place.
ああ、もう我慢ならない。私の部屋でもあるんだし、勝手に入るからね。
Kidima's patience finally runs out as Hotpot and I are squabbling. She decides to barge right in.
水落ちフルヒット。ルイル
Never
イボー
mind.
ム。キャピ
We're
ラ。
fine. We're fine. It's fine. We're fine. Hi, Rui Rui. What you doing? That just press. Oh, because I was accidentally over here still. Oh, no, I pressed the right thing. I just did the wrong thing again. Like a dumbass.
ルイ、ちょっとストップ。止まれるわけないじゃないの。今ならシンクロ率 100% も夢じゃないぐらい乗ってるのよ。邪魔しないで。
He's got moves.
キレッキレね。
I was wondering what could have possibly been going on there. Turns out Rui Rui's dancing to an anime song.
レイラ、あんた踊りのセンスはあるんだから、あとは恥ずかしさを捨てることでより完璧に近づくのよ。キャラになりきるの、いわばこれは魂の融合よ。師匠、熱のこもったご指導すっごくありがたいんだけど、私の話も聞いてくれるかな。何よ、そんなにこのルイルイ様を止めたいのなら、しっかり急所に蹴りでも入れてくることね。いったー！だからって平手打ちしてくるやつがある？ハロールイ。あ、今はルイルイって呼んだ方がいい？
I think that's a strike to the vitals right there.
なんで急に黙っちゃうの？さっきまでの熱いパトスを見せてよ。ね。殺して。殺して。命乞いならいくらでも聞いてあげるけど、自殺幇助は勘弁してほしいかな。それに誰にだって秘密の一つや二つはあるんだから、そう絶望しなくったっていいのに。それはそうなのよ。だって私はルイルイ。今日も世界平和のため画像ロップ分身採掘、魂も体もバラバラになるまで悪を成敗しちゃうぞ。きち。
Hotpot has a fairly high tolerance to nerve stuff, and actually was managing to maintain composure. That was until Rui turned the dial up to 10 until they grossed her out.
まあいいや。そんなにルイとして私と会うのが嫌なら一生ルイルイって呼ぶから。ごめん、私恒常的に鼓膜が一部破れてて都合の悪いことは全部聞こえてないの。どうしても聞かせたいのなら骨に響くような拳の一発で語りかけてね。これほど女を殴りたくなったのは初めてかも。もうだから吐いちゃダメって言ったのに。またレイラだけルイルイさんと仲良しずるいずるい。
Oh, way too normy for what they were doing.
ちなみに私もついていけてはいないよ。なんか家だと家族に見られて本気で練習できないからってルイが。その結果一番見られたくなかったであろう私に本性を晒したわけだけど、そこら辺どう？見られてしまったのはもう仕方ないわ。これからはルイルイとして勝負していこうと思う。そこで素直になれないあたり、私たちの溝は埋まりようないよね。ふん、それはこっちのセリフよ。ナオくん、あの二人仲悪いの？
Apparently, but I don't know what went down between them. Probably nothing to worry about though. They do say that fighting is a sign of closeness.
そういうあんたも何ユアに知覚突されてるわけ？とうとう二股クズ野郎とその彼女が揃い踏みじゃないの。こんなのフォローしきれないわよ。
Thankfully, the whole lunch debate coupled with your surprise appearance got me out of the worst of it, so I'll be good. The fact that Riro is still showing concern for me in this situation only strengthens my theory that she doesn't want to express how she feels deep down.
レイラはタコパとバーベキューどっちがいい？久しぶりにバーベキューがいいな。でっかいお肉焼くの。しまった。聞く相手を間違えた。ゆあちゃん。提案しておいてなんだけど、これからバーベキューじゃ時間かかるし、今日はタコパにしておいてあげよう。今度があるんだ。ゆあちゃん好き。ちょろいな。 大丈夫かな、トイロちゃん。悪い男に
A
騙
bit too late
さ
for
れ
that.
そう。私がちゃんと守ってあげないと。
She's totally toying with Kirame. Typically, there's nothing more delightful than seeing two girls who hit it off with each other. That's not quite the case. One of them is the final boss, the Queen of Hell herself.
なお、お肉。
I'm not meat. Cat ears aren't going to change anything. Though I do, it could give you a nice healthy chicken. Cats love that stuff.
ささみはお肉じゃない。
I'm going to fucking annihilate you. Both mentally and physically. Miyako frowns and wanders off somewhere.
ほわほわたこ焼き娘に人語話す猫まで飼ってるなんて。あんたも大変ね。
Seems to me like you've got your own shit to deal with. Why don't take this chance to make up with Nobita?
ええ、せっかくだから利用させてもらうわ。そういうことで、あんたに構ってる暇ないから、これ以上ボロ出さないよう気をつけることね。
I've never fucked up once in my life. So I say, yet the truth of the matter indicates that Nobita Kirame only met today because of me. But before worrying about my philandering ways, I need to figure out what's going on with Nobita before the little affection she has for me dies out. Actually, no, let it. It's probably the easiest way out of this situation. You don't have to glare at me like that.
誰も手伝いなんて頼んでいないのだけど。
I came to help Ibara since she had the job of shopping for our last-minute takoyaki party foisted on her, and that's how she greets me. Though I shouldn't be surprised after she threatened to eradicate me the last time we met. Of all of us, I was the natural pink to come out shopping.
私を華奢か病弱キャラだと思っているの？お使いくらい一人でできるもの。ユアのポイント稼ぎご苦労様。
That's twisted, but the way you say it is pretty cute.
あら、私のことまで口説こうとするなんて命知らずね。ユアのことで、いざとなったらあなたのこと殺してもいいとすら思っているというのに。
Man, you're awfully dedicated to her.
重くない愛に価値なんてあるのかしら。
You're just sweet when nobody's around, but when you're alone...
別にあなたと親交を深めるつもりはないのだから、失望してもらって構わないわよ。
Come on, isn't it better that we be friends in case that does happen? You start slow, working it little by little.
そのいざという時があったら殺すと言っているでしょうに。
I want her to love me so much I wouldn't mind dying for it.
なぜか知らないけど、三越場さんと仲がいいのだから、あれとくっついてユアから遠ざけてもらえると私は嬉しいわ。
Dude, he would probably kill you if you heard that, even if you're joking.
せいぜいどこかの気安くユアのこと名前で呼ぶお尻を刺された男のようにならないことね。
I always tell Hoshino he's made more enemies than he realizes. Man, this shit's heavy. I decided to come up. Stuff at the takoyaki party isn't that bad, but the drinks and the cans of shochu highball and whatnot are super heavy.
ユアにお酒を飲ませて酔わせて部屋にでも連れ込もうとしているのね。
I'll have you know that she's the one who said she wanted to drink. Besides, I bet you can actually really hold her alcohol. Not that I'd know.
ほんと。何も言わないと知らないくせに好きだとか。男って顔と体しか見てないのね。
I don't think there are many people who fall in love with Nobita after seeing her personality.
それもそうね。
You're agreeing with me?
これでも自分が変わっているという自覚はあるのよ。だからって、あなたごときと同族だと思われたくはないけれど。
Well, so, what do you like about Nobita, Ibarai?
誰も愛してなさそうなところよ。
Wow. I wasn't actually expecting a straight answer. Your affection meter must be going up.
あとは、調子に乗ると案外失敗するところとか最高に可愛いわ。好き、愛してる。
Okay, she stopped listening to me. Oh, those feelings just kept bottling up and they're spilling out. If you like it that much, why not confess?
これだから恋愛の程度が学生のお子ちゃまは困るのよね。付き合って何になるというのかしら。告白なんてものはこの世で一番くだらない行為だわ。
Wow, that sounds exactly like something Nobita would say, though I actually agree with that view.
別にあなたの同感を得たかったわけじゃないのだけど。でも意外ね。毎日挨拶という名の告白を繰り返していた古賀くんがそんなこと言うなんて。
I was just making sure she didn't forget who I was. It wasn't confessional, right?
ちょうどいいわ。あなたに聞きたいことがあったのを思い出した。
Well, I don't want to answer, so I'm gonna go ahead of you. Doodles.
待ちなさい。
Hee Come catch me along the flowers, my sweet butterflies! Glad that was close, just barely avoided stepping on a landmine. It did warn me not to say anything stupid to Nobita's friends, after all.
やっ ぱり何かあるのね。そんなとこだろうとは思ったけれど。
ででん、たこ焼き将軍のおなーりー。フォフォフォフォ。サンタさん。
Miyako retorts. She's in a much calmer state than Kiname, who was pumped up about her first ever takoyaki party.
さあ将軍、早速その殿下の宝刀でタコの足をぶつ切りしてもらえますか。
私は将軍なので、そういうのは下々の者にやらせたいと思います。
キラメ、タコさん切るのかわいそうだから嫌だって。
もうとっくに足だけに切られてるじゃないの。
この中で包丁を持たせても大丈夫な子っているの？
むしろいない方が問題なのだけど。
まず成果はつまらないからダメでしょ。ルイも無難に家事こなすし、そうなるとトイロちゃんかレイラちゃんになるけども。私仲間外れにされてる。
You're only here with me acting like you have... You're over here with me acting like you have no intention of helping. Go join him if you're so hungry, you damn cat. Miyako just keeps on messing with her phone. Guess she's just still upset I'm not getting her meat.
ユアちゃんがやるという選択肢はないの？
私に包丁持たせても大丈夫？主に古賀くんが。
What are you planning to do to me?
はい、いつまでも進まなそうだから材料全部切っておいたよ。はや、なんたるベタ展開ブレーカー。ここは誰かしらの料理ベタが発覚する大事な場面なのに。ヒラメは不器用だからあんまり包丁持たせたくないかも。
レイラ、
いや、しれっと三越場さんのことよく知ってるようなこと言うのね。
普通に触れてくるし、なんなのよ。
On one hand, we have a group of girls who appear to be friends, but they're actually a volcano on the verge of erupting. Just watching this stresses me out! On the other hand, there's Kitama and Layla. On the total opposite. Their heads are pretty empty after all.
そういえばトイロちゃん、たこ焼き大好きなのに自分で作ったことなかったの？
お家で作れるものだと思ってなかった。
たこ焼きプレートなんて海外じゃ売ってないからね。
でもこれからは作りたい、食べたい放題。
まあこういうのは店売りの方が美味しいんだけどね。
ユアちゃん、夢のないこと言わないで。
紅生姜いっぱい入ったの作ってもいい？
いいけど絶対自分で食べてよね。辛いの嫌だから。
じゃあ私タコ2つ入れるわ。
私タコいらないわ。
たこ焼きの無法地帯、邪道が過ぎる。許すまじ。
たこ焼き将軍おこだけど。
It's a party. Everyone should enjoy themselves however they want. You better hurry up and make some takoyaki now before you run out.
古賀くんずっと見てるだけのつもりなのかと思った。
I had to go get some meat to cheer up the cat, so I figured I'd make some while I was at it.
じゃあタコの代わりにお肉入れても美味しそう。
もう私が真のたこ焼きってものを教えてあげる。
ちょっとひっくり返すのまだ早いわよ。
ああ、なんだキャッキャとうっせえな。
Yo comes out of his room. I wonder if he'd been asleep this whole
マ
time.
ゴミンすねさせたのが全ての元凶なんだから黙ってて。
まだすねてんのかよ。寝たら忘れると思ってぐっすりすやすやしてた俺がバカみたいじゃね。
ふふふ。血は喧嘩なら私がお話聞きますよ。
なんだこいつ。あ、どっかで見たことあんな。
え？私のこと知らないなんてこの人何星人？
You better run while you still can, yo. When this girl catches hold of some gossip, she doesn't let go.
あ、なんで俺がどこぞの小娘ごときに逃げなくちゃいけねえんだよ。
Fine, suit yourself. Just don't come crying to me later.
なんだその全部言わなくても分かってほしい彼女みたいな口調。うぜ。
I gave him the bare minimum as a warning, so now he can't blame me.
ノーくん助けて。たこ焼きがいつまで経ってもふにゃふにゃするんだけど。
ああもうだからひっくり返しすぎなんだってば。
I'm busy right now. Go ask Mommy Dewey for help.
ルイママ助けて。
誰がママよ。別にルイルイでも怒らないわよ。ほら貸しなさい。
This is their chance to become friends, so I don't want to interfere. Duty and Layla should be able to take care of the takoyaki by themselves.
ママは古賀くんの方みたいだけど。
No need to work on Yo so we can hurry up and get our real mother back.
そうそう恋バナ。夏といえば恋バナだよね。私他人の恋バナ聞くの大好きなの。
If I may translate that, I believe that she's actually saying that she loves interfering in other people's relationships and messing them up.
だからそういうのじゃないって何度言えばわかるんだ。なんかあるとすぐ恋だのなんだのガキかお前ら。
バブ
Wonder who's the super creep in this equation then. You're either brave or stupid.
だって見た目いかついけどさ、めめしそうなことばっかり言うから。古賀くんより手玉に取りやすそうなんだよね。
Would you mind not trying to give me the runaround?
そんなことより、この寮の人間関係に何があったか早く話してもらえるかな。
I know she's up to no good, but we're not getting anywhere as things stand, so I made the call to include no potential conversations. They do say the best medicine's worst is the worst. Frankly, I still need to hear about this all about... hear what this is all about myself.
出来たてたこ焼きホクホクおいしい。
よかったわね。まだ生地あるし、もう少し焼いておくわ。
Like, you know this game is fucked up when, like, the main character is a two-time asshole at the same time. You feel kind of bad for him for having to deal with all this shit. Like, yes! He is being an asshole with the two-timing bit. But quite frankly, the torture that is having to deal with Yua is probably enough to forgive his sins. Like... He's clearly punishing himself here. That is wild. Why? Jesus.
本当にママみたいね、三越さん。おめでとう。
何の祝福よ。というかあんた、お酒飲むのね。
たこ焼きなんていいつまみじゃないの。
せいかちゃんのたこ焼き、タコさん入ってないのに。あのキラメが頑張って名前呼びして仲良くなろうとしてる。ちょっと感動しちゃうかも。もうレイラ、いちいち言わなくていいから。もうまたそんなに飲んで。
何？レイラってば酔っ払うとめんどくさいタイプ？
キラメの方がよっぽどめんどくさいから絶対飲ませちゃダメだよ。まだ二日酔いちょっと残ってるし飲まないってば。でも手作りたこ焼きとお酒美味しそう。
ステーキたこ焼き美味しいよ。キラメも食べる？
それもタコ入ってないのに。でも食べる。
Takoyaki gang are having a grand old time. Meanwhile, so basically he wanted to impress Nagumin, so he went and found a job in secret, and she flipped on you.
ようやくしすぎだろ。本当に俺の話聞いてたのかお前。
ま、全部男ってのが悪いんだよ。
Oh yeah, I'm going to fucking stab you, Could you not? The conclusion that Nobita arrived at after hearing the story from Yo doesn't do anyone a lick of good.
っていうか、本当に向こうも男女関係で見てないと思ってるんですか？
なごみは俺のことずっと弟扱いしかしてねえよ。こっちも姉。いや。
Come on, say she's like a sister to you.
そうだ！女として見てないって言うならお姉ちゃんって言え！
なんだこいつら！
We are technically dating. Anyway, yeah, I know a little about what's going on, and I always thought it was unfair. You got to have her as your big sister. Get rid of me.
古賀くん、ああいうのがいいんだ。へえ。
Wait, you don't even know her.
岸なごみさん。実はちょっとした有名人だよ。雰囲気が人妻みたいでエロいって。ずっとミスコンに出てもらいたいけど、断られてるって実行委員の人が言ってた。
I will be honest. When I saw her, my first instinct was like, okay, Is it okay to goon or not? It depends. Is she the main character's mom or is she Miyako's mom? Okay, she's neither. They're moms. It's alright. You might have actually lost if you did the tech part.
さすがにそれはないかな。私の方がずっと可愛いし。
Times you had that younger boy, older girl thing going on with her when you were younger? I'm jealous.
ないわボケ。同い年だろうが。
大概男の方が精神年齢低いからね。
And why do you tell how you poking me while saying that?
つかお前らの方が付き合ってるみたいな空気出してるじゃねえか。
やだー先輩、やめてくださいよ。こんなのとなんて。
Did you just call me a thing?
うざいから突っかかってこないでくれる？ショックなのはわかるけどさ、そういうとこだよ古賀くん。
I gotta try again to catch Nobita out while she was giving her snarky excuses, but I failed.
なんだよ、やぶへびされたくないのなら俺の方にも口出ししてこないでもらえるか。
But if you don't patch things up with Nagumin quick, we're gonna really be in trouble. Do it for the sake of the dome, alright?
古賀くんがどうしてもっていうのなら、しばらく私がママになってあげてもいい
I
の
don't think I
よ。
want that. I can't imagine you as a mother at all.
なんだと？こんなにも母性的な見た目をしているというのに、まったく。
Appearance-wise, she might be, I admit. Oh, and when it comes to personality, she doesn't even compare to Nagumin.
とにかくこれを機にあいつと少し距離を置きたいんだよ。いつまでも一緒にいるわけにいかねえだろう。もう来年卒業だし、お互いいい年なんだから。
たとえそれを相手が望んでいないとしても？
そうだ、俺から離れないと離れようとしないからな。
And why she's so worried about you, though. You haven't exactly held yourself together in the past.
それも俺なりの姉離れの一環だったんだがな。逆効果だったか。
とうとうお姉ちゃん呼びした。認めたぞ、自分がシスコンだって。
なあなお、こいつさっきからうるさいだけなんだが、本当に役に立つのか？
Not like I can stop her now. Besides, she probably knows more about how girls think than either of us do.
要はちゃんと自立した大人だってとこ、お姉ちゃんに見せたいんですよね。
なんだ急に。
ぶっちゃけ恋バナの線がなくなってきてクソつまらないんだけど、古賀くんも困ってるみたいだから助けてあげようと思って。
The expression really says now you owe me one.
でも男見せないといけないのは先輩なんですからね。いくら私が策を浪してもそこが肝心。
おう、そこは任せておけ。
古賀くんさ、少しは先輩のこと見習ったら？
Doubting a boy, are you? Pretty manly, I love you now.
顔にも言葉にも説得力ないんだよね。早く私のご機嫌を直してもらわないと。
I'm not gonna forget about that one, huh?
私が愛想つかさないうちに答え出してね。せいか、私にもお酒ちょうだい。
Let's go with the head off, join the takoyaki party. Yo whispers in my ear.
なお、お前ちゃんと相手は選べよ。
Ah, what do you mean?
飼い猫に噛まれても知らねえぞ。
Wrong girl, bud. Not sure if Yo is sharp as a tack or thick as a brick, to be honest. Either way, he made Nagumin mad, so he's no better than I am.
ゆうあ、あんたさ、いつまでこんなのとつるんでるつもりなの？正気を疑うわ。
あなたこそお酒の力借りないとまともに会話すらできないって相当だと思うけれど。
この程度は酔ってるとは言わないわよ。酔ってるっていうのはああいうのを言う
Oh
の。
no, did you let her drink?
たこ焼きなくなっちゃった。ずっと出てくるからてっきり無限たこ焼きだと思ったのに。
You're drunk again, Kirame! Go drink some water before you hurl!
ねえ、なお、この部屋暑い。脱いでもいい？
Personally, I'd say go right ahead, but you probably shouldn't. Go have some water too. Water solves all of life's problems.
古賀くん、酔っ払いの介護慣れてんね。私もほろ酔いの女の子2人に挟まれて幸せ。さっきからそこの女があんたとの話邪魔してくるのどうにかしてくれない？
私と豚ちゃんの間に割って入ってきてるのは三越場さんじゃないの。
私のためにもっと争え
ユア、あんたまさかちょっと酔ってない？
楽しく酔うぐらいのたしなみ方はできるからね。この状況で私だけシラフじゃ面白くないでしょ。
私はそんな。
楽しくオタ活やってんのも新しい友達いるのも知らなかったし。ああ、私は所詮過去の女なんだ。
別に知ろうともしなかったくせによく言うわね。
だって今のルイに興味ないもの。昔の方がまだ可愛げあったと思うけどな。
言ってくれるじゃないの。それはあんただって一緒なくせに。
まあね、私も昔の方が可愛かった自信はあります。
私は今の豚ちゃんが好きよ。
ほろ酔いせいかかわゆい。後でお持ち帰りしよっと。
黙って聞いてるかと思えばこいつ。
I wanna go join in.
混ざればいいんじゃない？
I'd forced the two drunkards to drink some water and go sit down in front of Miyako. He's been enviously watching Rita and friends having their girl time. You drink it too. It's obvious when she does. She's so pale that she gets red-faced quickly.
なおも飲んだら？
Guess one glass won't hurt. Usually I refrain when I see someone else. When I see everyone around you drink. When you see everyone around you drinking and having fun, it's hard to resist. Still turn down a drink if I was outside, but who cares if I end up passing out of my own home? You really think slow.
酔っ払ったらあんな風になる。お腹いっぱいだし寝ようっと。おやすみ。あー、ベラったら床で寝ちゃダメなんだよ。でもこんなところにお布団が。それお布団じゃなくてレイラちゃんだよ。あれ、ほんとだ。じゃあこっちのヨアちゃんは抱き枕？別に私のこと抱き枕にしてもらってもいいけど高くつくよ。それじゃあ、えい今日はモテモテだな私。
Nobita, you're gonna want to run away soon, or else.
なんだい古賀くん、この私が羨ましいのかい？変わってくれって言われても絶対変わってあげないんだから。はい。
What'd I tell ya?
ほんと、弱ってば調子に乗るんだもん。可愛くて仕方がないわ。
本人目の前にすると豚ちゃんとかいう変なあだ名でしか呼べなくなるくせによく言うわ。
いい機会だからこの際、どっちがユアの親友にふさわしいか分からせてあげるわ。
Probably not the one that is enabling her fucking terrible goddamn self-destructive behavior. Because may be slow, but sure is gonna be self-destructive at due time.
上等じゃないの。かかってきなさいよ。
Rudra and Seika have started some drug competition. Nobody is frozen in place and covered in Kira's puke, and Layla is sleeping on the floor with her belly exposed. It's still chaos in here.
わっちゃちょっと留守にしただけでこれってナオくんの監督責任を問わなくっちゃ。
Now we come back at the perfect timing, Nagaman. Can you help me sort this mess out?
こんなにいっぱい女の子連れ込んだのはナオくんなんでしょ。それに私はヨウちゃんに用事があるから帰ってきてあげたのにいないじゃん。
I heard you were the one who ran away. Who ran away, Nagaman? I bet if you want to find him, he'll be outside gazing out at the sea. Hurry up and talk things out, alright.
それは私じゃなくてヨウちゃんに言ってほしいな。
Yes, we're about to see whether or not nobody's advice works. Hopefully this clears up the earlier misunderstanding now.
さすがの私も女の子にゲロぶっかけられたの初めて。
Feel free to use our bath to wash off with her.
さては覗くつもりだね。エチエチティン。
You're definitely drunk. I'm not gonna peep, so go sober up with Keat on there.
ゆあちゃん、お口酸っぱいよ。まあ古賀くんに任せるわけにもいかないししょうがないか。 お風呂で何が起こってもしょうがないか。
What are they gonna do to her?
なんだろうね。
Nobita grunts smugly and leads Kirame off to the bath. Goodbye, Kirame. May good health grace you. Desperately want to go and sneak a peek, but I know they'll result in the cops being called on me, so I restrain myself. Time to go see how Nogman and Yor are doing. You didn't even seem to be making merry, if you can call it that. And Miyoko's absentmindedly munching on some dried squid, so I can leave them be. FUCK!
あれ、なんだかあったかい。
2:15:45! I really peaked the mic with that one, didn't I? Jesus. I feel sorry. Why do I feel so warm, Kinema says? My blurry vision is finally starting to come back into focus. The warm, bubbly sensation around me is making me sleep, but I somehow managed to force my eyes open. Ah, we're out of takoyaki, Kinema says.
もうばあちゃ
Grandma,
ん。
you already ate the takoyaki, remember? Yua says.
あれ、
Wait, Yua? Kinema says.
そうだよ。
That's me, the person you
酔った血に
spewed your
ゲロ
puke all
ぶっかけら
over,
れゆあちゃん
Yua
だよ。
says.
もし
I
か
did
し
that
て
again, Kiraba says.
ダメだ
Yes, you
よ。
did. Honestly, being
い
at
くら
home
量
isn't
だ
an
からっ
excuse
て
to get
気軽に飲
hammered.
んじゃ。
Got a big bad wolf in Toga's clothing. You never know when he might pounce on you, Yua says.
もう襲われちゃったか
Can't
も
really tell her that he might have already done that,
口が
Kiraba says. Plus, if she ever finds out what happened between us and that we're now trying to have loving consensual sex, then actually, what would you do? I don't want to know.
ごめんね、ゆあちゃん。
So, Yua, Kirama says.
うんうん。
Oh, don't worry. Now we
Yeah.
get to have a little
おかげ
private
で
time
こ
for
うして二
ourselves,
人
Yua
きり。
says.
もふふ
A little what? Kirama says. She grabs hold of both my arms and stands us up in the tub.
私の尋ね人って、もしかしてトイロちゃん？
Are you the one I've been searching for? Yeah, definitely cannot use this as a thumbnail. This is, pretty firmly a no fucking go. Huh? This says, Kirame. Still holding onto my arm, she leans in toward me. The intensity and seriousness in her expression completely overwhelmed me. You're searching for someone, you said? Kirima says. Even as I ask this, she continues to stare into my eyes while keeping a tight hold on me. It's kind of scaring me so much I'm worried I might piss myself, Kirima says. I'm both scared and embarrassed, but you have such beautiful eyes that I've never experienced anything like this. I have no idea what to do, Kirima says.
そんなわ
Of
け
course
ない
not.
か。
Sorry for being all weird like
ごめんね。
this, Yua says.
怖い。
Oh my god, even your
手が
smile is
押さえ
scaring
も
me,
怖い。
Kirima
大
says.
丈夫。
Everything okay?
Yua-chan,
Yua-chan, not
怖くないよ。
scary, Yua says. She smiles sweetly as she attempts to calm me.
そう思うな
I'd
ら
feel a lot better if you
と
let
りあえ
go
ず
of me,
離れ
Kirima says.
今離れた
Then
らお
we'd
っ
be
ぱ
able
い
to see
見え
each
ちゃう
other's
でしょ。
boobs. I know we're both
女の子
girls,
同
but
士
it's
だけ
still
ど、
embarrassing,
それ
Yua
こっ
says.
ちの方が
She
よ
is
っ
way
ぽど
more
恥ず
embarrassing
かし
to
い
me,
と
if we're
思う
being
け
honest,
ど、
Kirima says.
もしかすると
Also, you never
古
know
賀
when
君が
Koga
覗いてるか
might
もし
come
んない
by.
じゃ
I
ん。
wanna sure there isn't
簡
even the
単に
slightest
裸体を
possibility
晒す
that
よう
I
な隙
expose
は
my
見せ
naked
たくない
body
ん
to
だよ
him,
ね。
Yua says.
私もう反乱を
Well,
見
he's
られ
already
てる
seen me
私
half
って。
naked, Kirima says.
っていうか、
You know, your boobs are really
Toilet
big for
chan,
you. What
oppa
cup
yo,
size are
kine.
you? Yua
い
says.
きなりおっ
Why
さ
are
ん
you
みた
asking
い
me
な
all
こと
these
聞い
pervy
てきた。
questions? Kirima says.
私も結
Well, I've
構
always
自信
considered
ある
myself
方
on
な
the
んだ
bigger
け
side,
ど、
but those boozy
な
yours
か
are
なか
giving
張
me
り
some
合いの
serious
あるおっぱ
competition,
いしてる。
Yua says. Stop pushing them against me,
お
Kirima
押し
says.
返し
No
て
can
こい
do.
よ。
We're titty wrestling, Yua says. Get embarrassed enough that Layla sees me naked. When Layla sees me naked, but there's someone I've only just become friends with, rubbing the naked body against me. Can we like stop this?
自分に自信がないタイプな
Are you a
のかな。
really self-conscious person? Don't be
可愛いんだから
shy. You're a
もっと
real
自信
cutie,
を。
Yua
うわ
says.
ちゃん、自
Think
信
you
に
have
満ち溢れ
enough
すぎだよ。
self-confidence for both of us, Kirama
だ
says.
って
Well,
私
yeah,
可
I
愛
know
い
I'm
し。
pretty. I hate when people are like, what?
そんな
I'm
こと
totally
ないよ
not.
とか
Like,
言
are
っ
you
ても
trying to offend
嫌
me?
味
Yua says. He doesn't seem offended in the slightest. Oh, she's still pursing her boobs up against me, and her mood's changing so fast I can't keep up at all.
ほらほら。
Kirimi says.
あれば、
Ah, dear, you're still
まだ余
drunk.
韻残って
Thought
た
all that
の？
puking would have
ゲ
soaked
ロ
you
吐
up.
いてすっきり
Don't
した
want
と
you
思って
getting
た。
dizzy from the heat, so you
のぼせ
probably
ちゃ
ought
う
to
と
get
大
out
変だ
soon.
し、
But before that,
そろ
could
そろ
I
上がろう
cop a feel?
や
Yua
っ
says.
ぱり
You
中
really
身
have a
は
pervy
さ。
old man brain.
な
Not
くんで
even
もそ
now
んな
would
こと
say
言わ
that,
ない
Kirima
よ。
says.
いやー、ど
I
うだ
don't
ろ
know.
う
Maybe
ね。
you would if you
もっ
got
と
to know him
仲良
better,
くな
Yua
ったら、
says.
なんだか
Honestly,
弱
you
っちゃ
seem to know an awful
た
lot
だの
about
知
him
り
for
合
a
いに
mere
しては。
acquaintance,
あ、
Kirima says.
そう？
Really? You seem like
ト
you're
イロ
far
ちゃんの
closer to
方
him
が
than
よ
I
っぽど
am. Are you
仲良
sure
さ
you're
そう
not
だったけ
interested
ど。
in him? Yua says.
違うの。
absolutely not. We live in the same dorm, so we just get to know each other a little. That's all. If everyone's close to him, it's Miyako. I'm just, Kirame says. Wait, I'm just what? I don't think that's anything to get worked up about. Very suspicious, Yua says. She's suspecting me more and more now, so I need to make sure I don't say anything else dumb. I could never with a guy with like that, Yua says. You're that repulsed by him. You're making me feel bad for now, Kirame says. Well, that's just how I express my love, Yua says. Wait, you love him? Kirame says. I was just joking, silly. Seriously, Koga is the last person I'd be with, Yua says. I can never tell when she's lying or telling the truth, but those final words seemed awfully sincere to me. What the hell did you do to this girl, Naokun? Kirame says. They seem way too friendly for two people who just know each other in passing. Actually, the same goes for Rui. Naokun has way too many female friends. Are you sure you don't have a crush on Koga? Yua says. Huh? Kirame says. She catches me by complete surprise. I wasn't prepared for her to turn the tables on me like that. The way you acted to that is awfully suspicious, Yua says. Naokun, no way, Kirame says. You having a crush on him? Come on! It's not about that anyway, Kirame says. Thinks, I should say. Now that I think about it, he's always teasing me, saying stupid things about us having loving consensual sex and whatnot. I mean, sure, it seems like I'm super interested in him, but now that I take a moment to think about it, I'm not. Nope, I don't, Kirame says. Oh, also for the right question then, Yua says. You'll lose interest and finally let's go with me. Yeah, now it's just my boyfriend. Wait, my boyfriend? Kirame says. I'm not even sure what I'm saying anymore. This is all his fault anyway. He's the one who made me feel this way. Honestly, I can't believe you haven't opened the air bath at your dorm. I'm even more pissed off at Koga, Yua says. Me too, Kirame says. Yeah, who does he think he is? Yua says. The way he's responding tells me there's definitely something going on, but it doesn't seem like she has a crush on him. Did he get drunk and have a one-night stand? Yeah, no way, Yua says. I've never been friends with a girl like this before, to be honest. But I think we could get along swimmingly this time. I hope I find them soon, Yua says. Both of them. Both for them and for me. Something fucky is going on. Alright, we're fucking safe again.
そうよ、ようちゃん。呼び出しておいて遅れてやってくるなんて。そんなんじゃ社会に出てやっていけないよ。
それが余計なお世話だって言ってんだろ、クソ姉貴。
私がようちゃんのお姉ちゃんになるって言ったの。いつだったか覚えてる？
お前がまだ俺よりも背が高くて、髪も伸ばしてた頃だな。
ようちゃんのおじさんとおばさんが事故で亡くなっちゃって。身寄りがないからって幼馴染だった私のお家で預かることになった時はびっくりしたよ。
弟ができたってずっとニコニコしてたくせにな。
ずっと欲しかったから嬉しかったんだよ。それがようちゃんだなんて今と変わらず愛想なかったけどね。
そんな弟がようやく自立しようとしてんだからとやかく文句つけんじゃねえよ。ブラコンかお前は。
だってようちゃん私がいないと死んじゃいそうだったのに。夜寝る時もパパママって上ごとのようにずっと言ってて。
全部ガキの頃の話だろ。
でもね心配なんだよ。だって私いくつになってもようちゃんのお姉ちゃんだもの。
だから俺なりに自立できてるってとこ見せてきたつもりなんだが。
グレた不良少年みたいなことしてたら余計心配になるだけでしょ。それに今のままでようちゃんは何か困ることでもあるの？
俺は別に困らねえよ。いや、ないと言ったら嘘になるが、何度お前が彼女だと勘違いされてきたことか。女作るの大変なんだぞこっちとら。
ちゃんとした子じゃないとお姉ちゃん許しません。
だから人の心配ばっかしてねえでそろそろ自分のこと考えろって言ってんだよ俺は。なんだよ進学するって。お前ずっと先生になりたいとか言ってたくせに。
それは引率でもなれるから平気だもの。ようちゃんこそ急に就職なんて。
こうでもしないと俺から離れようとしないだろう。なあ、もう俺は大丈夫だから自分のこと考えてくれよ。
私がしたいからこうしてるの。どうしてそれがわからないかな。
That's getting messy. Watching from the shadows, it's playing out about as well as I expected. Nagabi can be pretty stubborn herself, so trying to persuade her was always going to be a Herculean task for Yo. Still drinking. There'll be no one to stop because you're lightweight too.
最高の酒の魚が目の前で繰り広げられてるのに飲まずにはいられない。
This isn't a goddamn play. Miyako was squatting down beside me, drinking from a can of highball.
いつまで姉貴面してんだ。お前今年でいくつだよ。
いつまでもだよ。だって家族なんだから。
家族だから俺はお前になごみに幸せになってほしいんだ。俺みたいな出来の悪い弟にいつまでも構ってるんじゃねえよ。そんなんだから彼氏の人にもできゃしないんだ。
その気になったら彼氏ぐらい作れるから余計なお世話です。
ああくそ、なんで分かってくれないんだよ。もう十分なんだ。ずっと長いこと甘やかして世話してくれて、これ以上受け取ったらお前に返しきれねえんだよ。
ようちゃんの気持ちはわかるけど、そんなのいらないんだもん。私はただずっとようちゃんのお姉ちゃんでいたいだけ。
You know, it does make me super jealous. Nagami was my big sister. I'd never stop telling people how great she is.
いいとこなのにナオのツッコミで台無し。
Hey, I have my own feelings on the matter too.
私は何も気にしてない。
You should, at least a little. Miyako continues staring at Nagami and Yule without replying.
もうあんなんだったらくっついちゃえばいいのにね。
When did you get here? Nighttime breeze carries that sweet, just out of bath scent to my nose. Unfortunately, I can still smell a little of Kino's puke in there.
相談受けてる最中もそういうのじゃねえってキレてたけどさ、別にいいじゃん。お似合いじゃんね。兄弟って言っても血つながってるわけでもないんだし。
Why do you see everything through that lens? They already said they're not into each other that way.
海野さんはどう思う？
クズにナゴミンはもったいない。
You have a point there. I know we'll meet in the middle and have Nagmin be my mom.
お姉ちゃんじゃないあたりマジできしょいよ。鳥肌立つわ。
Yeah, it gets cold at night, even during summer. Go back inside. A sister. That wasn't that funny.
でも恋愛だけが全てじゃない関係ってのもあるとは思う。
へえ。
And it's because she's drunk or whatnot, but Miyoko's actually talking back to someone uncharacteristic for her. Just hope she'd notice the wicked grin the person she's talking to is wearing.
あの二人がこのままでいいって本当にそう思う？
それを決めるのはナゴミンたち。
私はね、海野さんに聞いてるんだよ。
Nobody leans forward, looking down at Miyako, who's still squatting.
それも私が決めること。信太さんには関係ない。
She shuts her eyes pensively, but a moment later that fake smile is on full display again. I wouldn't tease Miyako too much if I were you. She bites.
みたいだね。はあ、つまんない。トイロちゃんかルイのこといじってた方が楽しいや。
Having lost interest, nobody kicks the sand and spins
でも
around.
私は君たちの関係を認めないよ。許さない。
That intimidating parting remark, nobody marches back to the door. Miyako and I left to simply watch her. There we go. She's such a pain in the ass.
ナオの好きな人なんでしょ？ちゃんとして。
Yeah, I know. That's why I like her.
何それ？
I know I'm the one who said it, but even I don't fully understand what it meant.
ようちゃんの
ああ、バカだよ。でもお前だってバカだろ、バカ兄貴。黙って弟の言うこと聞けよ。
A short while we were ignoring the two, and they started rolling around in the sand, going for each other's throats.
そろそろ止める？
Nah, siblings squabble all the time. Can't run away this time, so they'll be able to get everything out in the open, and after that, they'll feel much better. That's what Nobita said, at least.
パワー系すぎる。
Sometimes one is this the answer. They will be screwed if they fail to work things out through both verbal and physical means. I don't think I told you, Miyako, but I got myself a girlfriend.
よかったじゃん。
That's all you have to say.
他になんて言ってほしいの？
Nah. Truth is, I do. She could ask who it was or what happened to Nobita. But she didn't give me the response I was expecting at all. I guess it's my responsibility to tell her about him if I want to. Miyako gets that. God, I don't want to grow up.
ナオは早く大人になってまともな人間に。
Well, it's time you stop being a stray cat yourself.
でも やっぱり私はこのままがいい。
Those words hit hard, sinking into my heart like a pebble dropped into the deep dark sea. Hey, rough time out there, huh?
ああ、なんだ見てたのかクソったれ。ドタマ殴って記憶なくすぞ。
You're slumped over, looking like a boxer who just finished a match. Feeling better?
やり返すわけにもいかず、なごみにボコられまくったが、最後は疲れて黙って俺の話聞いてたから、まあ、とりあえずは納得してくれたろう。
Sweet, sweet scent of youth.
姉にボコられる青春なんてごめんなんだが、なおは俺みたいになるなよ。
Couldn't have tried.
だろうな。お前はもうちょい賢くやれ。
Might be too late for that.
今日のは借りだ。困ったら助けてやるよ。あの口うるさい小娘にもそう言っとけ。世話になったな。疲れたから俺はもう寝るぞ。
He got straight to his room without taking a bath first. Seriously, there's nothing to love about that guy. There's gotta be something wrong with Nagomin. Speaking of Nagomin, I don't see her anywhere, but I imagine it wouldn't have been too keen to come back alongside Yo. Seems like they managed to sort things out. I'll take a bath and head to bed.
やめたこ焼きはもういいよ。
私はルイルイ。世界を DV から救う正義の肉体反魔法。
The drunkards are dreaming. Realizing that the girls shouldn't stay like that, I moved them to the sofa before finally heading to the bathroom. Man, I'm exhausted. I'll probably even be able to sleep on my own without Kira's lap tonight. Alright, that reminds me. Did nobody go home already? I figured out why she was acting so pissy. Well, she's gone, she's gone. Time to soak in the water and clear my mind. Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
あ
I mean, technically this is still fine. Like, it's technically still fine. And I didn't see the scroll around. I automatically assumed she'd gone home with Nobita. Didn't completely forget about her, I swear. She's exposing herself like some carefree old man. Never expected that, given her personality.
Huh?
Oh, I don't mind me.
誰かと思ったら古賀くんじゃないの。
Is that you, Koga? I would have preferred you. I spent so long drinking off
小芝さん
that
と飲み勝負してたら、
instantly
私としたこ
Kushiba
と
that I
が
missed
チャ
my
ンスを
chance
逃
with
して
her.
しまったの。
Like it says. You actually outdrank Ruidui. Got me surprised. I guess I can't show the lower part. All you get is some underboob.
こんなこともあろうかと用意しておいた度数高いお酒を混ぜ込んだだけよ。
Won't hurt to be careful though. Fuck you, Scary. Didn't even notice you buying that shit.
怖いのはあなたの方じゃないの、古賀くん。人の反乱覗いておいて平然としているなんて、このまま律儀に通報されるのを待っているのかしら。
Remind me who lives here and who doesn't. You didn't scream or anything, so I'm just gonna assumed you don't mind.
この罪を帳消しにしたいのなら、今から私がする質問に全て正直に答えることね。
And allow me to be honest and say I expect you to act more ladylike after a bath.
これが古賀くんじゃなくてユウだったら。プシュ
Your nose is bleeding.
ー。失礼。妄想が過ぎたわ。
Fantasize so hard you immediately got a nosebleed. That's some kind of impressive.
人の着替え覗いておいて何なのあなた。
Touche. It's not like I have many opinions. I could hardly just flee without saying anything. If this accident is to result in my guilt, then I may as well sear this gorgeous sight into my memory while I have the chance. This is kind of ruined my image of you, though.
プライベートまで貧困法制にしている人の方が珍しいと思うけれど、暑い夏のお風呂上がりに扇風機に当たることの何がいけないのかしら。
Well, you got that towel slung around your neck like some middle-aged man would.
これのおかげで大事なところを見られずに済んでいるのだから。
Man, I'm still seeing a whole lot else. That doesn't embarrass you?
恥ずかしいわ。うっかり衝動的に殺したくなるぐらいには。
Ew, that's embarrassed glare you're giving me is too cute, but your words, they're really making me scared.
わかったのなら早く私の質問に答えなさい。その首が薄皮一枚で繋がっているうちに。
It's probably already too late for me if I'm down to the sinew alone, but sure, ask away.
あなた、ユアのこと本当に好き？
What do you mean, do I really? Kind of vague question.
本気で真剣にエトセトラ。
I'm not supposed to jump straight to the most pressing question, damn it. Would have to be serious about liking her.
そんな本質的なことは聞いていないのよ。
Well, I don't know what you're asking. If I say I like her a million times, does that make it sincere? I doubt it.
古賀くんとこんな格好で恋話したいわけじゃないの。さっさと答えなさい。
I like her, at least according to my personal definition of the word.
つまり本気ではないってことね。まあそうよね。こんな適当な挨拶だけ1年近くも続けてほったらかしにしていたぐらいだし。
You're as bad as Nobita when it comes to actually listening to what I'm saying.
ずっと気になっていたの。急に挨拶しなくなったし、ユアもユアであなたと随分親しくなっているんだもの。
Do we?
少なくとも今までよりかはね。だけどそんなことはどうでもいいのよ。私は本気なら別にユアが恋してもいいと思っているわ。
Huh, not surprising. I thought you were more
好
possessive.
きな相手の幸せを願うことの何が不思議なのかしら。
Nobita says that with zero hesitation. I'm jealous that Nobita is someone who would speak about her like
当
that.
然それがろくでもない男だったり三越場さんのような価値観を押し付ける害悪だったりする場合は別よ。
Including me in that?
違うというのなら今ここで私の足を舐めながらユアのこと好き好き大好きチキチキ愛してるって言いなさい。
If I did that, I know you'd just call me a creep and step on my head.
世間ではむしろご褒美だと聞いたのだけど。
Well, anyway, as I was saying earlier, if just saying you liked someone meant you were serious about them, things would be a whole lot easier.
まるで本気で恋なんてしたくないと言いたげね。
I guess. We're all looking for the special someone, right? It says you gotta seriously fall in love with each relationship. That sucks. If you like someone, you like them. If you hate them, you hate them. There's no point trying to overcomplicate it. Relationships are simple. Just take it easy. Maybe you'll hurt someone, maybe you'll get hurt. Whatever, it's fine. I don't know why everyone takes that shit so seriously. Who are they to tell me I'm wrong? I got worked up and ended up saying more than I need to. But to be honest, I doubt this girl would accept anything but the truth from me.
あなたまるでユアみたいなこと言うのね。
You would have must have realized that, as she just gave me the first smile I think she ever has. I do, funny joke. And my point is I like Nobita, nothing more, nothing less.
正直に答えてくれてありがとう古賀くん。覗きの罪は帳消しにしてあげれば。
No, that's generous
だ
of
け
you.
どね、
She squints while
ユ
grinning.
アのこと傷つけたら絶対に許さないから。
Words are as sharp as a knife held to my throat. Fuck, that girl's scary. Gotta be careful lest I wind up getting stabbed in the ass myself. Afraid you might already realize I'm dating Nobita. I'm afraid you might already realize I'm dating Nobita, but I don't think she's picked up on the fact I'm two-timing with Kirame, so I'm not too worried. Already enough of a scumbag. Whether Nobita would actually be upset about that is a different matter entirely, though. Man, I'm spent. It's been one hell of a day. Sure, things have been busier since Kirame and Layla arrived, but now I have to worry about the dorm, my place of respite turning into a hangout spot. I'm also concerned about how Nobita and Kirame are becoming friends. It would be a good thing. I want Kirame to have more friends, but of all the people.
古賀くんって一人でいるときボソボソ独り言ぼやくタイプなの？誰かに聞き耳立てられてないか気をつけた方がいいよ。
Ah! And I was consciously mimicking Kirame whenever I got surprised. There's one hell of a surprise. Can't say this girl's. I can't believe this girl's for real. I don't even. What the hell are you doing in my bed? I thought you went home.
私君の彼女なんだもの。彼氏の部屋で寝ているぐらいでそう驚くこともないでしょ。
I'd honestly appreciate if it did, considering that I just had.
ちゃんと答えを聞かずに帰るのはかわいそうかと思って。あくまで私は古賀くん目的で来たんだからね。もっと喜びなさい。
Woohoo, I'm ecstatic. It's always going on about how precious her time is, but it can't be worth much if this is how she chooses to spend it. Wait,
You haven't changed your pajamas? We plan to stay the night.
お酒入れたから帰るのだるいんだもの。あ、もちろん古賀くんは床で寝てね。
That's mean. When I get to sleep next to my girlfriend.
私と君の付き合いも今日までかもしれないというのに。ま、ちゃんと正解したら一緒に寝るぐらいはしてあげようじゃないか。
Actually, I thought I'd slip a wink in that case. I'd rather you take the floor instead.
どうせ今日みたいな夜は眠れないんでしょ。目のクマ、最近ひどくなってるもの。
I'm so glad you pay so much attention to your man's health. So exhausted even though Nobita's right here if we roll onto the
そ
floor.
れで私がおこな理由は分かったのかね。
Come on, don't I get a hint?
私は君の彼女さんです。
Then maybe you could act like it.
ヒントにケチつけるんじゃないよ。
What does Nobita Yua, the world's bitchiest girlfriend, want out of me? You want me to be a better boyfriend?
もっと具体的に。
Something like, I invited you on a date last time, so it's your time to invite me, you'd think, but no, you've been neglecting me this whole time. You really are hopeless, Koga.
へえ、やるじゃん。私の彼ピ。
Didn't think my girlfriend was sweet enough that you'd care about being neglected for a bit.
この私が付き合ってあげてるというのに、何のアクションも起こしてこないだなんて、そんなのあまりにも豪腹だよね。
Yeah, no sweetness there. If you feel that way, though, you could try behaving in a way that makes me want to ask you out. I mean, do you even understand how hard it is to ask you out in the first place?
別にデートじゃなくてもいいけどね。前やってたみたいに、毎朝好きって挨拶してくれるだけでもいいんだよ。
Please don't remind me I want those memories gone.
どうして急にやめちゃったんだろうって気になったのが、君と付き合うことにしたきっかけだったりして。
You make this stuff up on the fly, I swear. Just the other day you were saying it was because of Miyako.
でも、理由が一つとは限らないよね。
I have a really bad feeling about this, but I can hardly run away in this situation. At some point, nobody got off my bed and has now walked over to where I am on the floor.
押してダメなら引いてみろって作戦？それとも、他に好きな人でもできた？
Voice is so poignant I could feel the blood draining from my face. As if she stabbed the knife directly into my heart. You really feel the need to ask that, darling? Takes everything I have to reply back with that parry.
だって気になるじゃん？
She was curious, why didn't she ask me at the time? Why wait until now? She doesn't suspect me two-timing on her, does she? Otherwise, it's definitely strange she decided to ask now. I entered a relationship with Kirame and thus stopped saying hello, professing my love to Nobita. This was all before we started going out. She didn't seem all that interested in me, much less who I liked or who I was dating. Though admittedly, that still seems true. If something in her mind changed after we started dating, then the logical answer is that she suspects me of cheating on her. Maybe spare a thought for me with the way you treat me. That's only if my greetings ever meant anything to you in the first place.
ちゃんとおはようって返してたじゃん。
Supposed to say I love you back.
好きって言葉だけで満足するような男じゃないでしょ？
Well, I'd appreciate it at least.
あくまで答える気はないと。
Man, I only have the most naggy girlfriend ever. Attempts to dodge questions were laughable at
そ
best.
こはお互い様だと思ってるけど。
Come on, can't you let me see let me have a secret or two? It's not fair you have things you don't tell me about.
痛いとこつくじゃん。
If I take the opportunity to press her, but I have a feeling that'd be unwise. I've put myself in a position where I have to craft another crappy excuse to defend myself. That I'm more or less digging my own grave. Hope someday we can be honest with each other.
きっと幻滅されるだけだから嫌です。
So to say about me.
私ね、嫌いになってほしくはないんだ。
But you don't want me to like you either. But self-entitled, don't you think?
普段わがままな分、たまには返してあげるよ。
Feel a body warmth applied to my back as I lay there on the floor. Hey, what are you?
今夜は寝かさないぞ。
Think lying back to back is gonna make me horny? You can do better than that. Hug me or something, jeez.
どうして隠し事する彼氏にそんな甘い思いさせてあげなくちゃいけないのかな。それにこの状況で手を出されないのもどうかと思うけど。
You
do you think I'm that aggressive?
ねえ、どうして眠れない夜があるの？
I got a lot of stuff on my mind. Stuff that keeps me awake.
ふわっとしてるな。
I do get a good night rest. Sleep every once in a while, though.
じゃあ私との添い寝はどうかな？
That'd be the worst night of my life.
なーにー？まあ爆睡されても困るんだけど。
You know, Nobita,
何？古賀くん。
could you stop menacingly poking me in the back? How am I supposed to fall asleep while you're doing that? Honestly, what are you even doing in my room? You're gonna give people the wrong idea. Get out.
ああ、このまま朝チュンして彼女バレもまた一興かと思ったのに。じゃあおやすみ、古賀くん。
Nah, you do something to cover up so you don't catch a cold. I finally chased Nobita out of my room, but I no longer have the energy to stand up, so I simply lay there on the floor and close my eyes. Seriously, I don't know what's on her mind. I don't even know why she decided to go out with me. Whatever the reason may be, I know I won't like it. Not that my intentions are much better. She's playing with me. That's coming from the two-timer, though. Whatever, I'm fine with that. They're both after something, and our interests happen to align. That's then wonderful. If our interests happen to align. But with Kidama, it's different. How long will I be able to stay with her? These thoughts are in my mind, and I won't be getting any sleep tonight.
はあ、逃げられちゃった。
I was afraid what might happen if you didn't, so it was fine.
でも収穫はあったからよしとしよう。
Asked him all the questions on my mind.
君には普通の恋なんて絶対にさせないよ。
あれ？ゆあちゃん？今、なおの部屋から。
Oh lord. Is Layla gonna be like the first one to discover it
もう
organically?
絶対お酒なんて飲まない。
Came out for some fresh air, hoping that it'd sober me up.
ゆあちゃんの一体何だったんだろ
She insisted it was nothing, but I seriously doubt
う。そ
that.
れに、なおくんともやっぱりただの知り合いって感じじゃなかったし。
This isn't something you want to be thinking about when your head's all groggy, but I can't help but worry about it.
あれ？なごみんとみやこ？
Catch saw two familiar faces talking on the beach.
もうようちゃんってばほんと意地っ張りなんだから、私がいいって言ってるのにね。
男の子はカッコつけたがる生き物だから。
それは分かってるんだよ。でもいくつになっても弟は弟なんだから。
ブラコンは立派な病気。
就職先決まったぐらいで男見せようとしてるあたりがもう心配なんだよね。
それはわかる。
だよね。上司殴って即クビとかならなければいいけど。
なごみんはどうするの？やっぱりこのまま院行くの？
私？確かに先生にはなりたいけど、まだ働きたくないんだよね。一生働きたくないでござる。
一生私たちのママやって。
ようちゃんにも言われたけど、男作っちゃおうかな。例えばさ、なおくんとか。それならみやこちゃんのママにもなれるし。
ママにはなれないんじゃない？それに、なおはやめた方がいい。
どうして？
どうしても。
意地悪なこと聞いちゃうけどさ。
意地悪なことなら聞かないで。
やだ。それにこれはお姉ちゃん仲間としてのアドバイスでもあるのだよ。
みやこがお姉ちゃん？
Hearing those words causes me to cock my head. Pretty sure I was told Miyako was an only
本
child.
当にさ、なおくんのことこのままでいいと思ってる？ようちゃんとあんな喧嘩したばっかりの私が言えたことでもないけど、ちゃんと本音で話さないと気持ちってどんどんすれ違っていくものなんだよ。
私は素直でいるつもり。
向こうはそうじゃないかもしれない。本音を引き出してあげるのもお姉ちゃんの役目だよ。
お姉ちゃんらしいこと一度もしたことないし、するつもりもない。
そう言ってあげるだけでも変わるかもしれないのに。
変わらなくていい。 何も。
いつかナオくんが今日のようちゃんみたいになったらきっと止められないよ。それはみやこちゃんも分かってるよね。
わかんない。
そっか。
海を見に来たら余計にわからなくなった。
それは多分ナオくんも一緒じゃないかな。
ナオは見つけてた。だから海なんて見たくなかった。
これはだいぶ酔ってるね。みやこちゃん強いわけじゃないんだから今日はもうおしまい。残りは私が飲んじゃうから。
Why is everyone in this game fucked up mentally? Miyako squatting down, curled up, and Nagumin stroking her back. Should leave before they notice me.
みやこがナオくんのお姉ちゃんって一体どういうこと？
They look nothing alike and they have different last names. Although they're certainly close enough that you'd think they're siblings, I can't entirely discount the possibility. Revealing a revelation that was never meant to hear makes me feel guilty, and now my head is even more jumbled.
頭痛い。今日はもう寝よう。
Although tonight, I'll probably sleep as little as Nao usually does.
でもどっちかというとナオくんがお兄ちゃんだよね。
頑張れキラメちゃん。
Ah, damn.
私セーブ画面
We
だよ。
moved we switched main
セーブする
characters.
よ。
But yeah, I do very much feel like I want to go for Miyako first because, well, that one seems to be the most about like what the fuck caused the main character to be like he is, because I suspect something happened between the two of them. Miyako didn't like how it changed their relationship, so she just like strong-armed it back to how it was, and that is what ended up fucking up Nao mentally or something. At least that's my assumption thus far. Also, you gotta appreciate that thus far I always got like the first video is to comment 4, then the second video skips 4 more, and then the next video skips 4 more. I consistently go in like jumps of 4. That's funny to me. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye bye.